All right, hopefully we're live. Let's see. I don't even have my phone with me. I'll grab one. But while we wait for everybody to join, there's the notification. I'm going to share my screen to one of my songs. Hold on. Yep. And then we will get started.
Have you seen Ebony? I can't find her. No, I haven't seen her. Did you see Ebony?
Yeah, she's really on the beat.
Ebony? What's going on back here?
You're just playing a game. It's okay, isn't it?
Paul, I was just worried. As long as she's back here with you, everything is all right.
Mommy?
Shh. Shh.
Mommy!
Shh.
Stand against the predators amongst us. Be the voice of change. Break the cycle.
Forgotten victims, hidden so well. Victims of their past, but they would never tell. Touched as children, are scared by violence. They choose to hide it and keep the silence. Still forgotten victims who choose to hide. Push back their feelings or bottle them inside. Victims of abuse, scared to protest, but many are ashamed due to rape and incest. Still forgotten victims, hidden so well. Some memories of abuse, but very deep they dwell. Women and men hiding feelings of shame, but they are still victims and shouldn't be blamed. Still forgotten victims who choose to hide it. Keep quiet cause society takes sides and downplays violence. Many fear being believed, but they are still victims, so don't be deceived. Forgotten victims, hidden so well. Victims of wanting love, but truly living in hell. Day after day, they may suffer new pain. By someone often close, but it could be far away. You may not have a voice, but I'll be yours today. So wipe those tears away and let my words relieve the pain. Don't drive yourself insane, no red stress to your brain. Trying to figure out why you've been treated this way. Just hold your head high, you know when karma comes around. So knock them to the ground when their time come around. The best way to heal is to seek help and talk about it. Cause you never know your experiences might help somebody. I had my time of being quiet, hiding behind my tears for so many years. But one day I understood with my experiences I could help the next, so I'll dedicate my last breath. To prevent future victims from this pain, and so all my survivors can stand tall again. I'll be your shield from the wind. The paper or the pen, take my hand, it just say win. Forgotten victims, forgotten victims, hidden so well. Victims of the past, but never would it tell.
Come on. Okay, this motherfucker was acting up for a second. I just cut it short or whatever. There's the link in the comment section if anybody wants to come and join me. But I just really have an issue with the way that Saneter is acting at this point. Um, and like the need or want for him to protect his platform. This is not about your platform. This is about what's right and what's wrong. This is about the victim getting the justice that she needs, as well as the mother. Instead, blaming it on the mother. They're saying that the mother done beat the child all in the premiere that I just did had said that POLIGHT is claiming that it's fake sperm. Now I just cannot. Like, I just really cannot with POLIGHT. I cannot with Saneter. I've lost so much respect for him. He claims to be a leader. Well, show and prove that you're a leader. You have all these people looking at you through this situation. You don't know how many are survivors, how many like parents have dealt with this or anything, and you're just going in hard as hell. It's not only POLIGHT, it's Sinful the P, it's Nature Boy, it's all these other characters that he's had on his page. Bashir, I forgot his whole name, but Bashir had said that it is okay to have sex with a little girl as long as she started her menstruation. Yes, Mike Money. He's saying fake sperm. That's what Stone, I believe Osiris had said. I just did a premiere on well, all my channels now are Queen's Throne. So hopefully you remember the icon or just subscribe to whichever one you like the best or whatever. But I'm just trying to go ape shit at this point with dropping gems and shit, because I really stand for the victim. I could give a fuck less. Yes, young Pharaoh. I could literally give a fuck less about you know, how POLIGHT feels and all that. I would rather have to come and say sorry. I want to have to eat my words. I want to, because I don't want this to be what is real. However, I'm never gonna tell a victim just straight out when it's new and it's fresh. You know what I mean? We haven't even heard her side of the story. All we've really heard is, you know what I mean, what has come out thus far. But I'll be damned if I'm just like, oh, well, fuck what she talking about, without even hearing her out. Thank you, Mike Money. Without even hearing her out, her mother out, or whatever. I believe that this did happen. And that's why I'm going with my first mind. You know, they say always go with your first mind, because it's never going to really send you off. You know what I mean? And that's the most genuine in reality. And I already knew, obviously, that POLIGHT was dirty as hell, but I wasn't supporting him, so it really didn't matter to me. But I didn't really know that he would stoop so low as to do this. Hey, bro, what you doing?
What's going on, man?
This is Preach. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. I don't know if he's doing gaming or what he's doing right now, but hopefully he'll be back to bless you guys with some content and all of that on his channel and stuff. I miss you, bro. How you been?
I don't know. I was just worried about you. I figured your feet was getting tired.
From stomping on his neck. Let me stop saying that, because motherfuckers gonna make a correlation with George Floyd and that I was advocating for.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, but we covered that whole crime, and I ate that man alive too. You know what I'm saying? The whole little shebang. But anyway, some of it ain't up, because I really just don't give a fuck. But man, how you feel about this situation with POLIGHT? I know that the last time that I did a panel, you were on the panel when we found out about it. Let me know.
Damn. Like, listen, man. When I found out about Saneter because I was just on YouTube one day, and I saw these dudes talking about like talking about Egypt and shit. And on my Facebook one time, I don't know if everybody remembers or knows the history of POLIGHT, but that bookstore he talks about, he met his second wife in. He used to do lectures out of that bookshop.
Right.
And they're a very old YouTube video. This is for people that don't know. I know you did. I know you.
Okay.
I know you know.
I thought you was talking to me like,
I'm not. This is for, you know.
Nah, I hear you, bro.
So I remember the videos from back when he was doing lectures out of that bookshop, and I was completely intrigued. I'm like, yo, This man has fucking videos of Egypt. I mean, not videos, but like pictures of Egypt, and he's talking about who Jesus really is. This now, mind you, this was shit. How long ago must this have been? Maybe like 10 years ago, maybe. Um,
Wow.
or a little bit
Like
less than that.
eight. Yeah, like
Yeah,
eight,
but you know
10.
what I'm talking
Yep.
about. I don't want to be
Yep.
because it's a lot. It's a tense situation. So anything I say, they're gonna nitpick and be like, "Oh, he said 10 years. It was seven and a
That's
half."
very true,
You-
bro. Very true.
So I just want to make sure. By the way, rest in peace, Nipsey. Feel me? Um, but it must have been like 7, 8 years ago, and while I was watching him have these lectures in this bookshop, and he's like, look at my wife, and my wives, and it just it intrigued me as a young black man because I was like, dog, look at this black dude in the middle of New York talking about he just used to rob and steal and shoot at niggas, and now he's talking about how he holds his wife on a pedestal and he has multiple wives and he's building this black family. He's trying to build this black empire. Like that's what was going on in my head when I was first watching them. So automatically, when I first seen him, I'm like, all right, stamp that. I fuck with this dude. You know what I mean? I'm gonna follow him. And then I learned about Saneter and him standing on the street talking to Cesariak, and then I kind of fell out from watching it for a little while, and then I jumped back into it when Cesariak and Polite was that whole cross the line thing when I was arguing about you ain't gonna
Right.
cross
Cross
this
the
line.
line there. Yep.
Yeah, and so that's what fired me back up. I'm like, okay, we really in this shit, and so long story short, uh,
Are you good, bro?
even though I know my history on these quote unquote leaders or conscious minded people that come with a brand new idea and they get a following and then they always end up being corrupt. Even though
Right.
I knew that in the back of my mind, I never thought like the scamming stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I looked past it.
Right.
I was like, he probably is a scammer. I mean, I just accepted that. But I was like, but if is this information he's talking about for real? How can he be lying about an entire region of the world? Is he lying about Egypt? Is all of it a lie because he scammed a couple people just to get to Hollywood? Everybody sell their soul. He just sold it different. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I knew he sold his soul, but I looked past it, and I didn't think it ran that deep. But once again, I was young. I should have known. My discernment should have told me if he would cross people like that, he would do the more severe thing. So, you know, um, as a man, to just jump out the window and say, "Oh, this exactly happened." Me personally, I would hate if someone did that to me. But then once I heard Saneter talking shit about him before about child allegations, then it just stamped it in my brain. It was a no-brainer. I'm
Right.
not a judge. I'm not a prosecutor. I'm not the defense attorney. I'm definitely not his attorneys because whoever the fuck he's selling, who selling? That's funny. Whoever the fuck he paying, they they probably some downright sleazy motherfuckers that get fucked up people off for shit like this because that's who fucked up people go to when they have these type of situations. They pay those people that help those sleazy motherfuckers get off. The people that don't give a fuck, they only give a fuck about $1. You know what I mean?
Right.
They'll make the witness look bad. They'll pay people to scare witnesses. They'll pay people to scare the family. They don't give a
And
fuck.
we'll
They
know
want to win
damn
that
well
case.
that they did it. And we'll know
Yeah,
damn well that
yeah,
yep.
because they know how to move in those legal passageways
True.
and get in where they fit in the highways and byways. See, money gets you a lot, and Polite got more money than the normal average person. Money gets people out of murders all the time, and I don't talk a lot about my family, but I know for a personal fact that Johnny Cochran, that nigga will get you off. All you got to do is shut up and sit there and don't say nothing. Johnny Cochran will get you off when you 100% guilty. Without going into detail, I know this is a fact. So because back in the 80s, a lot of our families and elders, they was in the crack business, they was moving and grooving, and they was either doing crack, selling it, or both. Any 90s baby understands that. They came up with the parents that either was still on crack or the parents that was trying to repair their lives after getting off of crack, or they got grandmas that was on that shit. So that crack era, Johnny Cochran was getting niggas off left and right if they had that bread, if they had that chicken, especially after the OJ shit. So I
That's
mean,
facts.
as far as this man coming on a platform and saying, well, I can't really say nothing, but I got lawyers. But see, you are saying something by coming out and, you know, just your posturing
Mm-hmm.
and your demeanor. And I think I heard someone else mention this. It was one of the ladies, and it makes me kind of sick to my stomach to see that it's mostly ladies speaking out about this. All these men
That
that want
part.
to tell niggas how to fuck bitches and how to tell a bitch to fuck you and how to get a bitch out of your crib and how to make sure you get as many of them as possible. When shit like this happen, we can't check another dude. You see what I'm saying? So when I did my video, you know, looking at the reaction from it was another sister that called his live stream on Instagram when I put it on my channel. But I would know my channel's small, you know, but I'm still a man though. Like I'm not finna just watch this
And
shit. I've been
your
watching this person
response
for a
is
minute.
still valid. Your response or
I know it's
opinion
valid,
on
but
it, you know what I mean? But that's what they try to do. Oh, your channel is smaller or this, that, and the fifth. When in reality on here, I mean, there are some people that have a big following that
hey, you went mute. You went mute for a second. You mute right now.
you hear me?
I can hear you now. You was mute for
Okay.
like 10
Should I
seconds.
refresh really quick? You got it, bro.
It's not choppy. You just cut out almost like you almost muted
Oh,
yourself.
wow.
Is what it sound
But I
like,
was
yeah.
saying, yeah, because they'll tell you that like you don't have a large following, blah, 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 blah. And I was saying that there are people that are genuine and shit that do have a large platform. However, a lot of them that have a large platform are not. And that, you know what I mean? Is working the algorithm. If you stay consistent on YouTube, you will generate.
You breaking up again.
Damn, let me refresh. Can you hear me
All
now?
right, cool.
All right.
I can hear you now, but you still breaking up.
I'm gonna refresh one more time.
All right. So yeah, man, it's a real tough topic, man, especially for me. Watching these people, watching Saneter bring these brothers together and have these intellectual debates that made me think and made me
All
look
right.
at religion different. I was just filling in the time. Go ahead.
Oh, you good? You good, bro? You already know we've done this before. This
Yeah,
ain't nothing new.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then what they can't say is we clout chasing because we are in here talking about heinous crimes, whether there's a lot of people in here or very little. You know what I'm
It's a fact.
saying? Period. Thank you
It's a
for
fact.
keeping my audio up. That's why I like having somebody else here, because if something happens, you know, and all my kids are home on devices and their TVs are on, so it
Right.
might be my internet about this time. But yeah, go ahead, bro. I'm with it.
No, I was just saying, you know, it's tough because like both of these brothers, I looked at Saneter like like that uncle that in the party that would always tell people, you know, niggas ready to pull out guns, niggas ready to, you know, fight. And I looked at Saneter like the uncle that was like, nah, brother, you know, sit down, man. We ain't gotta do that. Like that's how I saw him when I was
Right.
first watching him like bring brothers together. Brothers I would have never known existed. The information I would have never known existed. I mean, look at Shaka Amos, just one person. He is a completely unique individual.
Mhm.
This nigga got a braid on the side of his head. I would have never known someone like that in the world existed had I not watched those debates. I would have never known about Akhenaten and Ra and all the people that connect with that. I would have never known that Neter means nature, and their belief is that, you know, everything is God, from the grains of sand to the mountains. You know what I mean? I wouldn't never been enlightened about certain things. So trying to appreciate that and still wrap your head around a situation like this it's annoying. You know what I mean? Well,
It
like why
really
you even have
is.
to do something like that. Like
Facts.
why it has to be that way.
Why do
So
we even
so
have to talk about these type of
right,
things? You
like
know what I
why
mean?
are we here? Like why?
Right.
If
I
that was the
agree.
foundation, like how the fuck? Because if you got a
Exactly.
solid foundation and something still crumbles, you can only assume that something got infiltrated, and then killed it from the inside. You see what I'm saying? Because something without a foundation, it's gonna get
Or
destroyed before it started.
or were they
You know
just
what I mean?
agents to begin with? Because we know with like the government, they'll give us cell phones, yeah, but it's also harming you by holding that cell phone. It's putting, you know what I'm saying, rays or whatever. I forgot what it's called because this ain't where my mind is at right now, but it is doing harm. That's why cell phones and the other devices have, that warning on there. Could cause cancer, could be hazardous, shit like that. So yeah, there's good points about phones or Saneter studios, but then there's also the bad part. And was
Right.
it just put in our face to then come out with the bad part? That's what I'm saying. But go ahead, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, I was just saying, this could easily be looked at like, oh, people just trying to attack this certain type of. Nah, this is a real issue. This is a real topic. Like, we really need to take serious. And like once again, like I said, I seen the women, like, come at his neck first, and then I seen him come at the women, but I ain't seen him come at Zion Lex yet. Zion Lex been lighting him up.
He did. He tried to say that Zion Lex knew about another pedophile by the name of Nasi Yashavel.
Hmm.
And then I had put up Zion Lex had went on his page and he killed that whole notion right there. He showed that he exposed it when it was brought to his attention.
Right.
So Sanada actually lied on him and did not
Hmm.
apologize. He
Right.
banged back and then he never said anything to my
Right.
knowledge again about Zion Lex. But Zion Lex is on his ass.
But you see what I'm saying though, right?
Yes.
He comes at a man, and the man doesn't um get all erratic and mad, and he's just like, no, I'm gonna hit you back with facts. You said something, let me clear my name. He did that, and then he stopped, and then he went back hard on the women again. See, all the way from the other shit with the little dude from New York that was talking shit about you. I didn't stand up for you because I was trying to be a big YouTuber. I was standing up for you because I was like, hey, I fuck with this lady, man. What the fuck
Right.
you talking about, kid?
Right.
Like, she a cool person. You can fuck with anybody else on this shit. You fucking with a woman that's doing this stuff? Like, come on, kid. Like, get your mind right. Now he ain't even got no motherfucking YouTube channel. We ain't heard it, man. Then quiet as a
At
mouse.
all. At
Quiet as a
all. Yeah.
motherfucking mouse. He done tried to get niggas on panels to jump me. And I told all them niggas, all right, when I come to New York, who phone am I supposed to call? Oh, you ain't gonna call my phone. You ain't gotta call my phone. We play it back on. ZX probably deleted the fucking video.
Right.
Niggas tried to jump in the way, so I say, oh, you want to be in the way? You gonna catch it too. Who the fuck phone I need to call when I show up? Oh, it's not my phone. It's not gonna be. Maybe his. It's not gonna be nobody's phone. It shouldn't be like that. Then don't jump in the way. If you a hoe ass nigga, if you's a bitch ass nigga, if you ain't no real man, if you hiding behind a YouTube screen, shut the fuck up and don't really let it get really like that, because you really not like that.
Facts.
Period.
Shout out.
And then
Let
oh,
me give a shout out really quick. Generation X had said something. I'll let you go right back to it, bro. It slipped
now
my
you good.
mind once and
You
then
don't let me go off. I've been drinking a little bit.
nah, you good.
Let me do too much on the Sunday. It's God's day.
Generation said most of the men who have spoken out against this situation have been smaller channels, and that's fact. Again, salute to each and every person. If there's something that I missed or whatever, and you want to send it to me, I will highlight you. I don't care. In this topic, I don't care. As long as you're speaking facts and it touched me, I could pick up on motherfuckers being genuine, especially when it comes up. I would say mainly when it comes to this type of topic or whatever. I can sense motherfuckers that are just clicking on their live and just running their mouth or whatever to get views. But go ahead, my bad, bro.
No, it's good. I feel like we building, and I feel like when it comes to the R word with little girls, I don't have children, so I can't tell tell somebody what I would do if that was my daughter.
Right.
But one detail that stood out to me with the whole situation was that was a chick he was, well, let me say this right, because allegedly that was a chick he was dating, and allegedly that was her daughter that is in this situation with Polite, as far as the allegations, and allegedly he's not the father of that girl. So first you have a violation, right, when you cross the line, but then you have like a complete disrespect, which is you're not just crossing the line, you're going diagonal. Like, you're not just, not taking your shoes off when you walk into somebody's house. You're walking with your shoes up the steps, tracking the dirt. And then you knocking something over.
That's facts. Damaging shit which cannot be replaced.
Right.
Or
You
fixed.
you doing a lot of damage. If allegedly, you was dealing with a woman and that's not your daughter and you still do that, like let's just be realistic as men and as people. Like, when we hear a story like that, all right, my significant other has family, right? She got a little cousin. She like, my little cousin come over. She like 8 or 9. So, my little cousin coming over. As soon as she say that, and I know that little girl's a female, my whole mood changes. I clean the man cave. I get if it's a liquor bottle on the ground, I get it up. I sweep. I mop. I don't want nothing in here. Even though she's not supposed to, nobody's supposed to really be in the man cave. But I keep the door open. They ain't hiding nothing. But if it's a kid, I don't want the kid walking by and then they see a Henny bottle laying by my foot, and then that's forever implanted in their brain. Oh, when I'm with a man, it's gonna be normal now to see a Henny bottle next to his feet.
Right.
So
trying to set a good example.
That's how my brain works.
Right.
Just stuff like that. When it comes to children, especially little girls, because I'm a man. And we all remember those images that's burned in our brains about our parents that either cause good habits or bad habits. That either cause bad things to continue to happen or to stop fucked up shit from happening.
Facts.
We all have those images burned in our mind of our elders. And I don't ever want to feel like a child, especially a little girl, has something burned in their mind about me that makes her think that it's normalized to see that in somebody she might be dating. You see what I'm saying? Just when it's on that small level, that's how I'm thinking. So to go to the level of I'm dating a woman, she has a 14-year-old daughter. Now, when they start to get in the range of 14 nowadays, they start to look like women. I don't even want to be around girls like that.
But you can tell by just having a conversation.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I feel you. And also,
you see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that.
It was his girlfriend's.
I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying. I got you, bro. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
I'm not saying she looked like a woman, so it's cool. I'm not saying that.
I know that is not what you're saying. I'm just
all I'm saying is I don't want to be escorting a girl that age that could be even mistaken for an adult anywhere, unless she's my daughter. Unless I know for a fact she's biologically my child. Because we can't control the perspective of everyone else's eyes. We can't control that lens and how we're perceived. We can only try our best to present ourselves in the best way. So why it doesn't fit in my brain. The logic doesn't make sense to why I would take my girlfriend's 14-year-old daughter away from her mother to go take her to chaperone. I guess you could call it chaperoning her somewhere. And even if all of that were true, which doesn't make sense to any man, and this is why it's bothering me, because no man is saying that shit does not make fucking sense. I think I saw one dude say it. It doesn't make sense. No man would do that. A lot of dudes have dated women with kids. If anything, we're trying to stay out of the kids' way, completely out of their way. We don't want nothing to
That's
do with them
facts.
because we know what's coming down the pipeline as soon as she get mad.
That's facts.
And we're not saying
Shout out
every
to
woman is like that, but it
right.
can happen.
It can. And if we're dealing with that, then we'll address it at that portion. Shout out to
Exactly.
Dolly says that my niece is 14 and she looks grown up. It makes me so upset. I feel you. I have my daughter is 12. She is definitely developing early. She's about to be 13 or whatever. And I've done over and beyond to try to protect my children from ever having to experience what I experienced. And now it's happening on all levels. Boys, I even covered where back in 1981, 1979 also in Houston and Atlanta, they were trafficking boys. There were little boys found in the garbage with their anus hanging out of their body. And we have people that, like Saneter and those others like him that, don't see anything wrong with it and just go with the flow. I'm gonna be quiet, but I just had to say that sometimes. I had to let it go.
You ain't gotta be quiet. It's your damn channel.
No, I know, but I do want to hear what you have to say because you are a male.
I'm not the manosphere. I don't believe that if a woman's mouth is open, a dick should be in it. All right, I'm not. That's not the side I'm on. Okay, I actually listen. You still that? No, but Dolly asked another question. She said, if that was my daughter, what would I do in that situation? I can only tell you what I would do if that was my niece. I'm gonna tell y'all just like how I told people, if somebody sends me an address of where I live and I feel like you're trying to harm me or someone I love, I'm going to jump out the fucking window.
I swear. I'm prepared to go to jail.
I'm going to jump. If
jail,
I heard
prison, death row, the fuck.
If my daughter run to the police, if one of my nieces or something, God forbid, run to the police station, say, "This is conscious, brother," or
just a dude down the street, or just a dude down the street. Yeah, anybody. You know what I mean? Like, we're not just attacking the
you don't have to be famous.
Community.
You don't have to be famous.
Fact.
I'm just saying. It's just because it's easy to say that people are talking about it because he has some kind of notoriety. But if we're going to be honest, shouldn't everybody that watches that and feels as though the conscious community should stand for something, speak on it? Because it's a cancer that we already know is big. So if we don't say nothing and don't cut it out, then what are we doing? We just gonna let it get bigger, and then what we gonna do? Just try to soak up all the views from all the girls that come out or all the people that come out about the shit that festers from it. Like, no, like, so I mean, and to be honest, like you said before, you do cases on stuff that's well known and not well known. So it's not really it's not really a who it is thing. It's the content that it is.
Right.
And Captain Cesariak, he does his car chronicles, and he said today the same thing. He said, we should talk like this about everything. Feel like this about everything, and not just about this dude. Because if you don't put the energy in the right place, then people are gonna feel like it's just clout chasing, and that's all it's for. But
I'm glad that you said that, because I don't want anybody to think that we're on just this witch hunt to just where it's all about Saneter and POLIGHT. This is about the fact that Saneter has several pedophiles that he has promoted, hebophiles, ephebophiles, because there is a difference based on a child's age, what category and bracket. Like POLIGHT, this is a 14-year-old, he's a hebophile, or moving towards an ephebophile when you fuck with somebody that's 16 years old. So, there's been Sinful the P, there's been POLIGHT, there's been Bashir, there's been Nature Boy. How many more? You know what I mean? We're not running rampant in our little community right here with pedophiles. So imagine if we got bigger and we find out that people that we rock with are pedophiles, I'd be up here exposing them too. I'd be up here going at them too. If you, Preach, had a channel and you were supporting a few people that were a pedophile, I would be like, bruh, I would hit you up behind the scenes. But I would definitely be like, bruh. And then if you was like, nah, if you got on some Saneter shit, I may not call you a bitch ass nigga, but I would be upset. And I would then speak out as my platform because I have brought people to you or mingling with you. Exactly. Now, I may not, you know, and again, I'm not saying that Saneter got to come up here and threaten to kill the man or go take his life or, you know what I mean, just drag him, period. I'm just saying, like, take yourself away from dude for a little bit until we figure out what's going on. You're telling us to not talk. And that's the same thing. Again, I'm going to say it. That's the same thing that people were probably telling the mother. Just like POLIGHT, I don't want this to damage my career. Well, don't bring her to the hospital because this will damage my career. If she would have listened to him, and that's why I shout out at this point to the mother. I normally stay reserved on the mother for a while. I expect them to speak out or whatever, but I understand the totality of this. I don't want her to jeopardize her daughter's case by speaking out, but I do have to admit that I see that she reported it. I see that, you know what I mean? She brought her daughter to the hospital. It appears like she's following through with the things that she would need to do as a mother to bring her daughter from that in order to heal. But as soon as I find out that she was lacking or it's some fuck shit in that, I'm at her neck too. Because I don't stand with women, oh, I don't like something POLIGHT said, so I'm going to put this charge on him. If that's, I would rather wait to go at the mother or whatever than to wait to go at him. Because at this point, he's already established a history of abusing children. I don't know if you know, I've been uploading like crazy other people's content. Shout out to them. If you look in the description, you will find links to their channels, as well as if I can find it or if it's not on screen, you will also find a way to donate to them if you would like to. I'm not trying to utilize people's work and not give them credit, but I stated, and this is how I do shit. If I find something that I'm not saying, something that I'm not bringing, I have no shame in my game to bring and support and uplift or whatever, get the word out about that. I'm not going to be up here trying to make it mine. I'm going to show you that it's theirs, but we're here about the facts. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I just don't. Like, I'm so motherfucking like upset at this. I expected more from Saneter. It bothers me that I have to sit up here and, you know, speak about him. You know what I mean? Because at this point, it's not about Saneter. No, we cannot place him in that necessary area. But allegedly, he was in Miami. Now, I have not wavered in on that, but if that is the case, I'm not going to act like I didn't hear it. So, allegedly, during this whole thing, he was in Florida. I have a video where some of those pictures come out and stuff like that. I will be uploading that as well. But, we have to deal with like what is really presented or whatever. And I just don't feel comfortable saying to the victim or her mother or her family that I don't believe you until I get a guilty plea in court, because we know about plea deals. We know about all this and that. You know what I'm saying? How they will be like, okay, well, you don't have to plead to this, but we'll give you this time for pleading to this. And no, I never would, in a deal like that, one of those, if they do present a deal, I'm telling you right now, if they do present a deal, they would probably leave him with that minor, contributing to a minor charge, as well as one of the sex charges or whatever, but then dismiss one of the other ones. Or they might even take the delinquency to a minor off, and you know what I mean? But he's not going to ultimately just end up with that. But if he does not get found guilty, people in this community would still act like they don't see or they don't know that there's a problem there, when clearly there is. How many young children, like you had said, you've been watching him for years, right? Shout out to Shanks King. You've been watching him for years. You know, you kind of like grew up with some of that information. And I'm not going to say that everything that Saad does, if it feels like it uplifted you, brother, cool. You know what I mean? You know I fuck with you. But how many other children or younger individuals' minds are being formed on this information, whether religion is involved or not? That is way different from the main topic. The issue here is when they click on these videos and they see Saneter, who they grew up with, watching and all this and that, or they've known to grow to support him for allegedly bringing all this shit, then they start to build that same mind frame as him and, you know, wavelength pattern of brain thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gonna be up here like, nah, we need to get evidence and all this and that.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? When in reality, this is just the beginning of the case. This could take a long time. We've seen it, right?
I think you know, they say the road to destruction is paved with good intentions, right?
Good night, no nonsense, Stucky. Much love, baby. Yep, go ahead,
have a
bro.
good one. They say is it the path to destruction or the road to destruction is paved with good intention. Starting off watching it, I think there were good intentions, but also I think when he started bringing these brothers together, I think he was like, "Oh fuck, these people really like this really like this information. They're willing to pay to come and watch these people speak. There's money in it, and when you don't see certain type of money, and then you start seeing that type of money, your integrity starts to get called into question.
Right.
And I don't know this man, and I don't know his heart, and I don't know how he thinks, but when I first started
okay,
watching,
my
I was seeing
bad. I got that confused. Good night, Stacy. I'm sorry. No nonsense. My bad. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. So while I was watching the timeline, I would see him like, you know, pop off on certain people, but not like to the degree that he kind of does it now. It would be more calm, reserved, you know, be the moderator, the mediator, and stuff like that. Now he would stop people and tell them, "Oh, I don't believe in nothing, but I
Let
think
me
this person is right," and stuff like that.
let me
But
let me
like,
do this really quick. Let me do this really quick. Shout out to something else. Salute. Much love. All right, go ahead, bro.
so yeah, so seeing him, it's almost like it was not a transition, but it was like a gradual change to him starting to pop off more and being more vulgar and stuff like that. And he kind of justified it with, you know, people trying to take me down. They see I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I'm bringing this information and people coming for me. Da 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 da. So once it started kind of being like that, the debates started to slow down. Like the people stopped coming to his crib, sitting down, talking to one another. You could blame it on COVID. You know, it's
Right.
probably COVID's fault. You know why that happened, but it was also a change in the personality. So as a man, I'm just looking at it from a man's perspective. Like Polite was the one that blew up the most, and it seemed like he got the most money generated out of the situation in his own pockets. You know, Polite went from, you know, speaking his truth in a bookstore to, you know, in the Hollywood Hills. You know, he with actresses, his Instagram was blowing up and stuff like that. Like no matter how conscious a brother can be, that can corrupt the mind really easily. I don't like clubs because, you know, I feel like it's so much sensory overload and there's so many people trying to look their best. It starts to
Right.
look cartoonish to me, and my anxiety starts to fuck with me. I'm like, this is not normal life. This is not normal. I don't like the club environment. Some people love it. They feel like it's
And
some
who
type
would
of
bring a
utopia.
14-year-old girl there, though? Like, if that club would have been open, what were his intentions? To have her drink. I mean, what do you go to the club for? To drink and party and socialize. But why, again, was the mother excluded from all that? Then he brings her to another hotel. He knew damn well that her mother wasn't there. That's
Exactly.
weird. I would bust a
I
nigga
mean,
head open to the white meat. You bring my child to a club.
and a lot of people try to come at the mom like, why would she let him do that? But that doesn't mean any. That doesn't matter. She trusted him for whatever reason. She trusted him, and then this came out of it.
Right.
We're not here to bash the people in the situation that
Exactly.
that did not uh allegedly commit anything. We're here to look at the accusation because it's such a young girl, and in the black community we can't afford to overlook things that happen to the young girls or the young black men. We can't afford to do that because there's been too many things overlooked.
Now let me
If
throw this
if
out here though, because okay, uh, question everything, right? He was saying that what if, again, this is a what if situation. What if, you know what I mean? Polite had lined the girl up and brought her to other dudes in the industry.
uh,
I was kind of wondering about that because I'm so confused. You're never gonna tell me that by sticking your hands down her throat, her mouth and throat got swollen. If that was the case, then any anorexic or bulimic walking around, shout out to them. I hope that they heal. Not using it to make fun of that, but their lips and their neck would be swollen as well. No pun, and not trying to make fun of it at all. I'm just making a connection here. So I'm just wondering then, I mean, is it also that he was worried about her overdosing because he had given her drugs and alcohol, or, just either or even? That shit been bothering
yeah,
me.
yeah, but once again, the fingers down the throat, that's part of the girl's story. She said that happened allegedly, so we always
Right.
have to say allegedly. I'm learning this from watching like court videos and stuff like that. You
But
saw the whole thing me and
they
Moody
also
did.
said that she
Yeah,
passed out too. So we
right.
don't know how
So
long she was unconscious. But
what I'm saying is he
I just thought that what question everything it was saying was we can't put it on the front line yet, because obviously that would be reaching a little bit. But is it really reaching? You know what I'm saying? I just want to. I heard it, so I at least want to say it, because if at the end it does come out to be some whole other shit, they will go at one person first and then the rest connected. Maybe it's not Saad that's connected, maybe he only turned his head, but that also makes him full of shit as well, because why not, you know what I mean, distance yourself from somebody like that, especially if you have children, nieces, nephews, whatever. I'm just saying.
I agree. And
I didn't mean to cut you off,
another
bro.
no, you good. Like the lady you had on your video before, the one that says she's a legal advisor or an attorney or something like that. And she was talking about the case, and she was saying that not only can the brother Saneter be implemented because those old videos came out, but we can't forget that uh the age of the young girl. And we can't forget that a lot of these cases get solved without it going to trial, so because the
Yes.
victim doesn't want to go through that.
Yes. Yep. That it,
And
and even if that's what happens.
yeah, the ugly side of that is people don't get to see the full scope of this person's
Correct.
character and what they're capable of. The
And nine
beautiful
times
side
out
of
of
it,
10, when the victim decides to do that, they
yeah,
normally offer him a better plea. They're going to
right.
offer him a series of pleas, starting with this next court date. But it may not be public to anybody, unless he talks about it or whatever. Or they're talking about, shout out to Moorish World TV, is, trying to raise up money and put his money in to also be able to go down there to the court dates. And I support him as well. You know what I'm saying? In that, because we
And
need to have firsthand. Yeah.
salute to him for that. Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. And what up, old head Deuce, my man?
I'll head up
Nah,
in here.
but and so like it's just sad that we're even having this conversation because that started off this conscious community stuff, like with these debates, man, they really just they capture young minds like me. and we were really watching. We were listening to that information, and as much as people might want to deny it, watching Saneter and watching those debates, some people changed their religion. Some people stopped believing in God altogether. So, some people jumped into other religions. Some people became Hebrews. But I feel like every time I was watching those debates, I was growing a little bit every time I was watching them. And this is what's bothering me about this, because it's like, man, it's like all the shit that we talk about and all the shit that y'all talk about, you still fall prey. You still fall prey to the same shit that you try to tell people to avoid through all the debates, through all the conscious conversations, through all the deep dives people do into people's psyche and shit like that, and sharing of ideas. The core of it is supposed to be to try to become a higher or a better version of you. And then we're watching these people that are at the height of this community showing their ass.
Facts.
Showing the worst parts of them. At the height. At the pinnacle. They show the worst parts of them. And I'm going to bring it back to what you said. Maybe it might be a plant. Because what do? They take a great idea, something great that people could follow, that could get behind, that could be awesome. Build it up, and then destroy it right in front of everyone's eyes.
Facts.
And so everybody that was on that wave is like, well, this was all bullshit anyway. I'm going to go back to killing niggas, selling these drugs to this community, because fuck the community, because this is what happens when we prop niggas up. Fuck the community. I'm going to sell this crack, sell this dope, and fuck these niggas and fuck these bitches, no matter if they look like me or not, especially if they look like me or not, because I just watched the most wealthy of us, the most conscious of us, fuck me over. So fuck them all. If they did that, then this motherfucker definitely gonna do that. And he don't know shit. This nigga dumb. He definitely gonna do that. If that's the best of them and they do that, then these motherfuckers gonna do that too. So fuck them. Definitely fuck them. I'm going back to my fuck shit. And that's what bothers me. You know what I'm saying? That's what gets to me.
I feel you. It's really sad. I'm sorry I spelled Reef's name wrong. I'm trying to hurry up and type and shit, and my nails keep getting caught in the damn keyboard or pushing extra buttons on my phone. But I feel you. I mean, this is unfortunate that this situation happened, but we definitely gonna deal with it. I'm gonna drop the link again just in case anybody wants to come up. Don't try to porn bomb me, because that's some fuck shit. But let's be honest about some things or whatever. This is ridiculous. You know what I mean? I'm disappointed in myself. No, I'm not up here acting like I thought Saneter was like Jesus or whatever. I don't even believe in that. But I thought more of him than that. And I knew, obviously, and I've talked about on my channels that POLIGHT is a scammer or whatever. You know what I mean? But I just really didn't want to have to do back-to-back videos. You know what I'm saying? Or even talk about this. I got other things I could be talking about, other cases or whatever. But now this is the number one thing on my mind. Because rarely do we ever have people's attention where they'll even listen to this topic. But we've been here day after day after day talking about shit like this and worse. And then you got people running around acting like they, you know what I'm saying, they came here on exposing pedophiles and this, that, and the fifth. It just pisses me the fuck off. People laugh at me because I only got, a certain amount of people in my chat at times or whatever, depending on what I'm talking about. But when I'm dragging somebody, people are here. But, you know what I mean? When we talking about shit, only the royal family show up. It's just sad. I think that, a lot of people need to open their eyes or whatever. It's sad that these type of things only come up. People only care when it affects them, or, it's somebody that they liked or followed, like a celebrity, or when it's like your child or your family member in some type of way. It's sad. And in reality, we could better our future if we dealt with this elephant in the room, but people would rather just sit here and play games. What's good, EGGY? Shout out to TREERADIO. Had sent me a picture, and it's facts. Brother Polite is in a picture allegedly with the mother of this victim. Now, that part I didn't put out for us to be like, oh, look at the mother or whatever. I put it out because Tree TV Radio had pointed out that he had said that the woman in the picture had helped him get $1.2 million, if I'm not mistaken, and in the last 7 months. So if that's the mother for real, then his motive, or her alleged motive, should I say, of being to set him up because she want to get his money or whatever, or fuck up his shit. Why, when she could get that bag one way or another, if she pointed him out to get him money, she could get money herself. She wouldn't need to do this. But there's a lot of people like attacking the mother and the victim. They're coming up with all type of stories. Like I said, somebody literally told me in the last live stream, shout out to them, that POLIGHT is claiming that he has fake semen, that's what they found or whatever. It was fake semen, bullshit. And also that all type of other shit, like
How
that
you
the
gonna fake
mother,
semen?
right? But they're trying to say that the mother like took
How do
his,
you? I'm gonna Google it. Fake semen. No,
exactly.
keep talking. I'm
Look at
gonna
it,
Google
because
it.
I'm on,
Fake
I'm saying my
semen.
iMac, and it be
That's
acting crazy
my first
sometimes.
time. I'm sorry. That's my first time hearing that.
I knew
I didn't mean
about
to cut
fake
you off.
urine. I knew about fake urine, but I didn't know about fake semen. Yes, Tree Radio, that is what they're saying. That's what it's coming from somewhere. It was brought up in my last
Do you know they
I
don't
just
say
did
it's
a
semen
premiere.
unless they put it in a lab?
Yeah, or sperm or
It's
whatever.
different
I can't remember if
components
it was
of
semen
semen.
or sperm that was said. I just did a premiere on Queen's Throne, the one with the mask on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I did a premiere over there of how I felt about how Saneter went in or whatever. You was in there. But somebody named Stone had said that it was like fake semen or sperm that POLIGHT is claiming that's the new thing. There's
Observer
also
stuff.
what?
He said, "How the fuck fake semen got DNA?"
Exactly. I'm just saying, like, the fuck? They playing. And I'm over here trying to be an angel about it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been posting uploads, because then I know exactly what I said. You know what I'm saying? Because I did the other live stream where I was pointing out the paperwork. I said that he was arrested in 2019, and it was right there. It said 2021. But sometimes I get so passionate that I'll like misspeak, but 9 times out of 10, we just heard, or it's right there where I had just fucked up at. You know what I'm saying? And what the real thing is or whatever that I'm presenting. But I do that, you know what I mean? Not on purpose, trying to check it. And that's why I started moving to, some pre-uploads or whatever, just to get the information out. Like, if you haven't been looking, check out my other channels or whatever. All of them are Queen's Throne, and they do have something up about this case that I posted. An attorney, a real attorney, talking about it. She broke it down. She went in.
She went ham.
She
did an
did.
excellent job.
And I knew like a lot of that, but a lot of the times, like, didn't nobody even want to believe in this until it hit mainstream media. And then when it did, that wasn't good enough. So I could speak on like what I know about the law or whatever, and I'm not always right. You know what I mean? But I'll call myself on it when I do, you know what I mean, make a fuck up, or if I was wrong or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? The old girl had spoke out. She killed it. She killed it. She went in and brought up all the cases and scenarios or whatever. Again, also, a lot of people expect that this situation is something like, First 48 or CSI or whatever. This is going to take some time. Little information will come out here and there to the public, but there will be so much more that we don't know. Like Preach said, if this is, dealt with in a plea deal type of situation, there will be a lot that we will not be privy to because it didn't go to trial. But we will look at the whole trial if it goes through.
But
if
listen,
that's what.
Let me say this real quick. I live in Florida. It's no secret. I tell people I live in Florida all the time. I live in South Florida. I've invited motherfuckers to my house, friends and foes. You know what I mean? Um, so let me just say this. You know all them shows like Miami Vice and what's that other one?
Hold on, wait a minute. Tree Radio said that nigga deleted that video you was reviewing, sis. I bet he did. I
Well,
bet he
yeah,
did.
he
I
took it
got
down
it.
the
And,
first
and
day. He put it up. Yeah.
Sonetta, if you strike me, I swear to God, bro. I promise you, there's a reason why I'm only going in on 2 of my channels. Cause bro, I got a team. All I gotta do is ask for help. I would drag the fuck out of House of Consciousness. I'm not saying, I'm talking about as his platform, not everybody included. But I'm saying, let me do what I'm going to do. You feel one way, I feel another about it. I'm going to call it out. You should have known I was going to be on this. So let me do what I need to do and we'll have it done with. What's good, Tree Radio? What's good?
Salute, bro.
What's up with the Queen's Throne? What's popping with you, Playboy?
What's popping? You're the one. You are the one. I know that you are, but you had sent me the picture of, you know what I'm saying? Polite and that lady, and I'm not. You know, if you had told me that you didn't want me to share your identity and confidence, I would have did that. But can you talk on that for a moment?
Oh no, I just knew that I mean, any typical defense. I mean, you would think logically, like, you know, the only defense he can come up with is that this lady is trying to set him up for some type of extortion.
Right.
So while I was scouring, he's so dumb. He leave like if I had a falling out with a woman of this degree, even if she was accusing me and I didn't do it or whatever, I'm not finna keep no traces of this woman on my Facebook page. This nigga got all her pictures up from when they was still in a relationship. He still got her tagged and everything. But on one of the particular posts, he specifically said that, baby, you are my love, my life, my mentor, my counselor. The stuff I do for you can never compare. Like you literally helped me get $1.2 million in 7 months. So that blow that whole extortion. If he wouldn't try to come with that little type of little case or defense or whatever, that blow that up right there. So how she after your money when out of your own mouth you admitting that she helping you get money, sucker? She got you 1.7 million according to you. Hey, but I want to tell you, sis, I got up here. You know that last video you just reviewed of Saneter?
Yeah.
That nigga took that down.
That's why I wanted to get it, because I started off I was just going to record it like the other uploads that I have done. And I was like, nah, he pressed that button with me. So I had to give commentary. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I did, because he would have deleted it and it would have been gone. Shout out for pointing that out. Salute. Real talk. Because that's what he do. He did that with Hassan all the time. He'll be like, y'all, hurry up and get the video, upload it, because I'm about to delete it or whatever. He'll bang on Hassan or bang on this person, that person, delete it, and then it's up on all these other channels.
Oh, okay.
Crazy as hell.
Look, I had to ask my significant other. I had to say, is it Mercury retrograde? She was like, no, why are you asking me that? I said, it's at least 4 YouTubers that have a lot of notoriety right now getting exposed for shit.
Yes.
That could possibly fuck up their whole channel.
It was just the full moon on the 22nd.
That's not a coincidence. I was looking at the full moon. I was at the beach and I was staring at it and I felt weird. I looked at it and then right when I got home and logged on to YouTube, it was like 4 or 5 content creators. People that have, I want to say it caps at about 250,000, 300,000 subs. All getting into shit that could fuck up their YouTube careers. And I was like, this is not a coincidence. Is the culture of YouTube changing?
Right.
Are people
somebody had said that it's the time of the truth and that fake conscious shit about to be done. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that everything. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry about that, sis. Yeah, they just said that everything in the dark, like it's the timing right now where everything in the dark comes to light.
Facts. I agree.
You know, like everything is about to be transparent. You're about to see everything in these times.
I agree. It is a beautiful full moon. Yep. I was just looking.
And if you
This
notice,
crazy.
it's all YouTubers that talk shit about women.
True.
And I'm not just talking about, oh, she a fucked up baby mama. She get niggas lined up and get them killed. I'm talking about niggas that go hard on women. You know what I mean?
That's true.
I'm just looking at the parallels because I don't believe in coincidences. So I'm used to looking at parallels. Some people
You
are
could
comfortable
name
with
drop.
coincidences,
You could
but I'm
say
not.
the other people. You could say
I'm
the
a-
other people.
Listen,
Because I mean,
I'm willing.
I know about Kwame. I know a little bit about that Kwame situation. Not
Fresh and
much.
fit. Fresh and fit.
No, who is that?
Fresh and fit. You don't even know who those niggas are. They in Miami. They shoot they show in Miami. Niggas named Fresh
Okay.
and Fit. Niggas getting exposed right now on live.
Wow.
Right now.
Wow.
That's one.
Hey,
You
let
just
me
named another one. Then you got Saneter, and then you got POLIGHT. It's I think it's like one more.
Oh, it's a whole bunch
You
of
see
them,
what I'm saying?
man. You just hit
Right now in this
Hassan.
period in time.
I
I
didn't
mean,
even know
all
that
going
there's
through
like,
scandals right now tonight.
Wow.
yeah.
It's not a
Hey, but let me
coincidence. Go ahead, brother.
go ahead. Oh, let me just say this to sis and then get off because I'm about to jump in the shower. But yeah, sis, I heard you talking about your numbers, right? Don't even
Yeah.
trip off that, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, and I guarantee I'm a numbers man. I know how to predict this YouTube shit mathematically. Just keep doing what you're doing, and I guarantee you by the end of this year, you're gonna be well over 10,000 subscribers.
I'm not even tripping
Just
about
keep on.
numbers per se. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like when people act like they're talking about, you know what I mean? Like, I'm here for it. Whatever, you know what I mean? If people don't like me or whatever, cool. But this is what I'm here for. You know what I mean? To talk about this. So obviously I know that a lot of people won't pull up, but any support or whatever I could get from you, I appreciate it. Like I said, I ain't trying to be a big YouTuber. I'm just trying to speak up for these victims. This is what I came here doing. So allegedly, 10 Toes Down TV is behind the scenes. I'm going to click him in. Hopefully he does not porn bomb me. Okay. Hello?
Hello?
The Abby
that
look like
you?
he gonna porn bomb me.
What you said, Queen? Hold on, Queen, what you just said? You hope I don't do what?
No, I was saying because people been out here porn bombing people. I wasn't saying that you do that. They could easily get your picture 10 toes down and come up here and act like they you.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying. I ain't trying to put no disrespect. I ain't got no problem with you or nothing.
Yeah,
So
I
nah,
could
man, 10 toes.
easily make your avatar. I just could put some, some of that Beijing on the beard. Go to the side like this. Put some, lip balm. Put a little hat on.
You
Boom.
petty.
I could fake your Abby real easy.
You petty.
Hey,
Nah,
10
I fucks
toes,
with
10
10
toes.
toes.
Why I never delete that video down today, the one you was in, bro?
I'm fucking with you, 10 toes. It ain't no disrespect. I'm a clowning ass nigga, bro.
I don't worry about that. That's cool. I'm a clown nigga, so I could give it back the same way.
That's what's up.
Ain't nothing. I don't take it too serious. It ain't nothing to me. This is
10
life.
toes.
We enjoying it.
You
What
already
you
big
said, brother?
pimping. Why is I never to take that video down, man? Today, the one you was in, because
Oh,
you stopped by his house, huh?
yeah. Oh, you talking about the live one? Well, he had to take it down because what happened is that when he do videos like that, people start flagging him. So whenever you see him do a live, he cussing and he going off, he gonna take it down because they're gonna flag him, and then YouTube gonna try to shadow ban him or take his shit down to try to take his page.
Oh, okay, I see.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So why you think that why everybody condemning Saneter for what POLIGHT has done?
I'm not condemning Saneter. It's his platform. The fact that he has supported several, people that get down like this.
Who the
Nature Boy, Sin for the P. What's his fucking name? That one dude. Shit. He a little dude. His teeth look funny. I forgot his name. I said it twice already. Imam or whatever. And then also POLIGHT.
All right, so let me
Nature
say
Boy.
this.
I
Let
don't
me
know if
say
I
this,
said
Queen.
that. Mm.
All right, so listen, Queen. If I'm the head or the head of an organization and I have 5,000 members, don't you think out of that 5,000, it's gonna be some type of bullshit with a lot of them? Out of 5,000 people, it's gonna be some bullshit with somebody, right?
But it's
So
not
like,
people that are just supporting him. It's people that he's uplifting and promoting into this atmosphere. Other people are clicking on his channel to allegedly get knowledge, and they're, looking up to these people as something that they want to be. Now, when things like this come out, then they're going to automatically be like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? If they see a rape in their local area or hear of one, they're going to discredit the victim. It's not about POLIGHT. It's about this type of behavior being done and
that's
being
right.
okay. And now
That's
the
right.
victim is wrong. And POLIGHT, we're supposed to shut up about this POLIGHT shit until it's
No, hell
done.
no.
No,
No,
how
hell
about
no.
Saneter cuts all ties with him until this case is done? Stand on it, because that victim is watching him too.
No, one thing you could bet for goddamn sure is this, right? Saneter ain't gonna jump out the window and go against it. But if they find POLIGHT guilty, you can bet Saneter is gonna go with guns blazing at POLIGHT. Right now, he don't want to jump out the window because he don't know the full particulars and
So he's
what
still
really
gonna
happened.
rub shoulder elbows with him. He's still gonna
No,
Brother,
rock
nah,
with him.
he don't even talk to POLIGHT because you see that he had a date coming up.
Can he
He
say
had a live to go
publicly?
with POLIGHT.
Can
Huh?
he say publicly that he will cut ties with POLIGHT until this case is done, to also give respect to the victim?
He already did that. So listen, this was the
Is he
deal.
gonna cut ties with the other pedophiles too? I'm gonna let you talk.
But listen, I went to his house today. You know what I went to his house today for?
I seen you. Don't get
I
mad at
went
me.
there today. I went there today to do a video. That's why I wanted to interview him about the POLIGHT situation. But he had another live he was doing at 8 o'clock. So I said, all right, I'm gonna be over there all day. But I will be back over there tomorrow, and I will be doing an interview and asking him all the questions because just like everybody else, I want to know where his mindset is at and how do you feel about POLIGHT and what is your stance in reference to, are you still by him? Do you believe that he's innocent? Like, I'm gonna have those questions.
Okay.
hey
Okay,
brother,
let me
hey
ask you this
brother.
10 toes down.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead,
Okay,
family.
was you how long have you been around Sonnet in the conscious community?
Sonetta, my cousin. I've been around my whole
Oh, okay.
life with
Okay,
him
well so
before Sonetta, before any religious anything. That's my cousin, like
okay.
for real.
Was you around? Because I give Sonnet his props. The first time, was you around when Sonnet made these allegations towards POLIGHT about him messing with an underage girl in the past?
No, I was around, but not around like part of the YouTube community and all that. I didn't know nothing about that. All this whole YouTube thing, he taught me about the YouTube and just by me watching it and showing me how
Okay.
to, you know what I'm saying, do the YouTube thing. So I don't know.
Well, Sonetta, there's actually a video out there. I don't know if you've seen this online. Sonetta actually made allegations toward POLIGHT about this
Yeah,
same very thing, about him
I
messing
seen
with an
that.
Exactly.
I
underage
seen
girl.
that. I
Now,
seen that.
now POLIGHT came out, and I even got the video where he says, "Man, Nino Brown this motherfucker." He said, "Y'all trying to take me down?" He said, "I'll blow up the whole thing," and I swear to God, nigga, everybody tuck their tail.
Yep.
Who said that?
POLIGHT. I got the link in the
Yeah,
video right here for you. You want to? Yeah, he said, "Man, I want Nino Brown this
man.
motherfucker."
Let
Give
me
me
Send
the
me
know
that
if
man.
you
Give me
need
the
a
video.
Nino
screen
Brown.
share.
Send me that
He was
video.
saying, "All right, hold on, brother. Let me go on this page and get it."
You could
Matter of fact,
you could send it to me through an email.
what I'm gonna
Depending
do?
on how long it is.
No, it's a whole video because he checked all of them.
Okay.
Because this was when all them allegations was coming out about POLIGHT scamming, and then Sonetta was saying he was messing with an underage girl, and he came and got a show. He got all up on the panel. He said, "Y'all want to fuck with me?" He said, Nino Brown this motherfucker right now." And he's playing clips of Nino Brown like, "Nigga, I'll tell it all, nigga." And I swear, all them dudes got on the panel, Sonetta, everybody, Inky, all of them tucked their tail. Or whoever had prior allegations toward him was saying he was scamming and doing all this stuff with little girls. They all tucked their tail, and mysteriously and magically, everybody became friends again.
But when you look at
Wow.
when you look at Nino Brown really didn't take nobody down. He lied and took people down.
Okay, well, I mean that's fair to say too. I'm just saying
That's
But
what
he
because
Nino
made the
most
Brown did. Nino
correlation.
Brown said that he wasn't the head of the organization.
Can I
So
ask
we
this
knew
brother a
Akbar,
question?
the educated brother from the bank.
yeah, so I guess that's what he was insinuating with Saneter, I guess. But I'm
He's
gonna
gonna
let you
tell
see the
some
video
lies.
too, then you can make your own
Let me see it.
evaluation
Let
of
me
it.
check it out. I just want to check it
I,
out. Let me check it
all
out.
right, I'll
Hey,
be right back.
before you do that, can I ask this brother a question real quick, out of my own
Go ahead.
curiosity? 10 toes
Yeah.
down.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead,
So
brother.
when Saneter was talking, you was the one that knocked on the door. You came down, you sat down, and you start talking, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um,
Yes.
shortly after that, he started calling black women in the community all kind of bees and stuff like that. He started going in on them. How do you feel about him? And because I want to be I like to be very clear when I speak. I don't attack people. I like to have open, like, intelligent dialogue. So I want to be clear. How do you feel about him coming so hard at women who genuinely, really are just looking at the situation and wondering why he's doing this? Yeah, women might be like that. They're a little emotional. They might be a little hurt. But how do you feel about, him coming so hard at them? Do you feel like it was justified, or do you feel like, maybe he should have toned it down a little?
Well, I feel there's no justification when you disrespecting a woman who has not disrespected you, and a woman in itself deserves reverence, meaning that you should, for me, my view, that you should
Oh,
practically like
damn, this thing
worship a
acting
woman. So
crazy.
I feel that I do tell him, yo, you getting crazy, yo, you be bugging the fuck out. Why you illin', nigga? Like I be telling him that, and he like, nah, fuck it, this, that, that. So he's only lashing out, attacking those who attacking him. He's not just attacking any woman and all women.
But I
Because
spoke up against him, though. I been spoke up. I been said something the first night we found out about it. I been said, you know what I mean? So anything that he said, no, he didn't bring up my name, but he talking about women. And the colorism shit that he said is bullshit as fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck if Irene Yvette, her husband or whatever was white, but he's black.
all right, so listen, you got to understand his stance. See, this the whole thing, right?
So do you hold on? Can I ask you one question? So do you think that somebody that's mixed or light-skinned does not have a fight in the quote-unquote black community or conscious community because maybe one of their parents, or regardless if the father is white or the mom is white, and then vice versa, dad and mom is black? You feel what I'm saying? How do you feel about that?
I don't feel no way about that because my sister's father white, so I don't.
Okay.
I'm good. Don't get about that shit.
Okay.
My ex-wife is white. I don't care about that. I don't care about none of that shit. I'm not with all that. Like, yo, you want this black part? I'm not on that. I'll date a white girl, marry a white girl. I don't care. Whatever it is, I have a kid with a white girl. I'm like, hey, come on.
Right. Okay.
We all human beings, man. I don't care. We were just created in different colors, shades, and that's it. But as far as Saneter, when I was there and he was doing all that cussing and everything, and then you see he went off the air and left the video, I was like, yo, what's up? What's going on? Like, why you cussing this girl out? Who's this girl over here you cussing out? Why you cussing her out? And he was saying, oh, this one and that one and that one. He was giving me the woman why he's cussing them out and going crazy, calling them bitches. But he was also saying that I'm not talking about women, all women. Ain't no woman, no bitch. They're a goddess. But these bitches are bitches. That's what he was saying. He was saying the ones that was attacking him for what POLIGHT has done. And he's like, why are they attacking me? And I didn't do nothing. Why are you attacking me for my opinion or for me not speaking out and going against him for your own personal, you know what I'm saying? I can do what I want to do. I'm my own man. I can wait until the ending of the trial to judge him or to speak out. Don't we have the right to do that? To say, no, I want to wait until all the facts is out.
Tree TV, do you have a timestamp? I know you're in the chat now. Do you have a timestamp for that video? I have it pulled up. It's in the back. But because it is 2 hours, like he said. I will go through it. I don't know if it was sent to me. Obviously I want to see it and have it in my possession, but like, do we have a timestamp? But go ahead. I ain't mean to. I'm not trying to be rude at all.
No. I just wanted to ask the brother a question if he's still going to hang in there. So that being said, I agree with that. It's just like the concept that if I was the king of a society, I wouldn't punish a man's grandchildren for that man's transgressions.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. Exactly.
But
I get
even
that.
though
That's like,
there's predators
look,
on
But
his
but
page,
but
though.
wait a minute. Can I follow it up? Follow it
ahead.
up with the other side. Sometimes I speak in layers. My bad. Maybe I should get to the point faster. Sorry.
No, you good.
But there's the other side. Dick Gregory said something really cool when he would talk about white supremacy. And he would talk about how, when you have money and status, you can move certain pieces on the chessboard and keep your hands clean. But the fact is, if you put it into play, you're just as guilty, right? I'm not saying Saneter put it into play. I'm not saying he did that. But Dick Gregory would say, well, if somebody's raping a woman and I'm holding her down so she doesn't move, the dude holding her down is what?
He's guilty of rape.
And that's how the perception is. Like I was saying earlier, we can't control.
You can't say perception. No, you can't say that's how the perception is.
But we can't control that. We can't control it.
But no, you can't control it. But you got to use logic. You got to use your sense. Listen, look what Hassan Campbell did, right? When that thing went down 3 days ago, he made a video saying, 10 toes down, you better get away from them and watch out. Trying to like insinuate or put me in that basket because Saneter is my cousin. So now you're going to place not only him in the same basket as POLIGHT, now you're going to put me in it, anybody who's part of me, and which is just me by myself. I'm Dolo. I'm not down with nobody. I'm not down with nothing, nothing. But that's why I made the video saying, Hassan, I got your message in which you telling me to back up. And that, and he said I was disgusting. He said, you're disgusting. Why am I disgusting? POLIGHT did some shit. You calling me disgusting? What the fuck is disgusting about me? I ain't rape nobody. I ain't touch no motherfucker. I ain't do none of that.
I get it. Well, I'm just trying to just in case you don't see it that way, I'm just trying to say, like, the reason, if you don't really get why, I think the ladies were having their perspective on it. I think because they were angry for the same reason why young men like me were angry, because we've been watching Saneter for a minute and we've been watching him bring these brothers together and bring this information together, and it meant something. You see what I'm saying?
All they had to do was, you know what need to be done though? This is nipping in the butt.
A lot of us are survivors though.
Okay, Queen.
So to see Saneter react and respond,
was speak to him rather than make a video or go live and speak about him and lash out at him. Go live with him, ask him, talk to him. Why we not doing that? Why we can't confront each other? Like, yo, hold on, I think this nigga is dead. I
don't think he'll talk to me.
He's not even talking really on his own platform. So why would he come to ours and talk about it with us?
No, hold on. We can't assume. We got to go for the facts. You didn't try.
I don't really want him.
You didn't try yet.
In his defense, I did not try to contact Saneter. I didn't go in his comment section. I didn't say nothing. I just thought what I thought it was, and because I rock with people, they talking about it, so I felt like this was a platform for me to speak about it. But you're right, I did not try to contact him directly. And in a way, that's some hoe ass shit as far as addressing a man about something you claim you have an issue with. I'm gonna keep that 100 and I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, if I say something wrong or Saneter did something and y'all say, oh no, 10 toes down was there that day when that shit happened, and y'all be like, yeah, he down with that shit, and nobody never said nothing to me, and I'm looking at a video, I'm like, what the fuck wrong with them talking about I'm down with that shit? I'm gonna come back like, yo, no, I'm not gonna come like him, but I'm gonna come back like on some, yo, if you got a problem with what you think, call this number right here. Call me. That's my first response to whatever it is. If you got a problem with me, call my phone. All you gotta do is call me and we could talk about it. And if you want to meet up, I'll come and meet up with you.
That sounds like some, as long as you're silent about it and we can, be humble and all this about it. But he's not being humble towards the victim.
Who?
Saneter.
What do you mean he's not being humble towards the
I mean,
victim?
basically by saying that he needs to wait until trial day or when this
Yes.
case is. That's
Yes,
bullshit.
you have to. You have
That's
to.
bullshit. He needs to
No.
cut his ties because it's making him look bad.
No, he did cut his ties. You see him doing interviews with Polite?
Man, they still behind the scene talking. I don't believe all that.
I'm right here. I'm telling you they not.
Come on,
I'm
Saneter trying to secure
When
that
we-
bag. That's your cousin. He want to
Hold on,
make
wait a
sure
minute.
that
What
at the
bag?
end of the day,
Hold on, Queen. Hold on, Queen.
the
What
bag
bag?
that he gets off of bringing Polite on his shit.
Oh shit! You said the bag that he
Yeah,
gets
he
from
gets a
bringing
bag.
Polite?
He gets more views when Polite goes. Polite has his own subscribers. So does Saneter. But when you combine the
Okay.
two,
When
that's a lot of
Saneter
people.
brings-
That's a lot of donations.
When
That's a
Saneter,
lot of
no,
people's
no.
mind that's getting fucked up.
No, Queen, listen, Queen, I want you to look at it. When he brings in Polite, right? He doesn't get over 50,000 views on that one video. He don't get over 50,000 views. When he does his own thing, he gets 15 to 20,000 views. So
Wait,
all
hold
you
on.
gotta
You
do
know a
is-
lot of analytics for somebody who ain't really into it. You just his cousin,
Who ain't really into what?
like his channel and all that stuff.
I'm into all this shit now.
Oh,
I said
you
when I
run it
came
with him?
in- No, of course, that's my family. Of course I'm running with him.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I
talking
missed
about? I'm
the
supposed
step.
to run with him.
I missed the
Yeah,
step.
you missed it.
No,
bro.
you run with as how his channel goes and the direction it goes in.
No. I don't run with how his channel go. I just when I look at it, because I look
That's
at
what I
his
was
channel, I
thinking.
look at his videos,
Like
and
business
I just see the
partners,
numbers.
or are you just keeping your ear to the streets?
No, I do that with everybody. When I look at somebody who channel, look, I watch Saneter channel. I can tell you about his channel. I can tell you about Star channel. I can tell you about Hassan channel. I can tell you about Corey King channel. I can tell you about a lot of people's channels, how much numbers they be doing, how they be doing this and that. And you gotta read, you gotta understand it. Listen, hold on. This is a business, number one, right? And if you're gonna be in the business, you gotta learn the business and everything about it and how numbers work and how many numbers. Boom, what they talking about? Let me see. Oh,
It's
that's
not good. It's
interesting.
not
Okay,
good
I
for
can see about that.
business. It's not good for business for him to like they were saying before. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. My bad. I just want to get this out before
You
I
meant to
forget.
cut me off.
So
You meant to cut
yeah,
me
I
off.
did.
You
I
light
did,
skin.
and I
You
did,
light skin.
and
No, you light skin. Go ahead.
I'm a light skinned nigga. I think
Cause
I
you
was in the house.
light-skinned. Did you
How should
just
I
say
feel?
that?
I was in the house.
Don't you got light bright children 10 toes down?
That's right.
Come on, man. So that's how you
I'm
feel
joking
towards
with
your
the brother,
children?
Queen. Go
I'm
on.
good. We
Wow.
good, Queen. We good. We chilling.
Okay,
Queen.
okay, because I'm about to boil.
We
Now this
good.
way.
We
But
good.
Damn,
I'm
you
you
like
laughing.
do.
that.
I
Look,
really
We
do
good.
like 10
now
toes
look how
down.
fast that was
I
about to
do.
turn into something else. Look how fast
No,
that was going to turn into
look.
something else.
10 toes. Listen, I really do like you. I really did. You know what I mean? Or I do. Because you was going at Hassan Campbell. I was watching. I dropped down in your shit a couple of times to let you know. But I've been supporting you. But you know what I'm saying? With this whole Saneter shit, I gotta draw back because how what I was telling you about how platforms go and how he should withdraw. I got victims that watch my shit, and at this point, his shit is repulsive as fuck. It's disrespectful on several levels. Not only is there colorism, not only is he caping for a pedo, in reality, that's what he's doing.
Okay,
And he
so
does
Queen,
not
he
want to
didn't
sever
just
his
start doing that
ties with
though.
him.
Hold on, but he didn't just start doing that. When he came out the gate, he been doing that. He been talking about color and the white man and the black man and all that. He been doing that from the gate.
So why embrace you know, quote unquote, right? Light-skinned people's platforms only to what? Then throw, you know, bring color into it? Because I'm pretty sure he's going to lose some subs.
I don't know, you know, but maybe
And I don't know if you know, but this is something that's been going on. Okay, I didn't know that there was a conscious community and a black community, but the two are different. And in the black community, right? There's a lot of colorism going on. And then we have Saneter doing it too. It's ridiculous. I'm just saying, on top of the fact that we can pull POLIGHT out of the equation, but there's still people like Bashir, you know, Hassan Campbell, he brought him there, Nature Boy, and Sin for the P he supports. Those are all pedophiles, they're all predators.
Who support them?
Saneter
No, I
Always.
mean he been
Oh, even
supporting
in
them
the video
after
that he
whatever
just took
happened or
down, it
before that.
said support to sin for the P. I've exposed him as a hebephile, which is the same thing that Brother POLIGHT is. He's a hebephile.
Now see, now look, now see when it comes to that, right? I can't give you no answers because I don't know about the particulars of that and the facts. So you would have to ask Saneter that.
And that's
See,
what I'm
and that's
saying.
why it's all it takes is a phone call or a comment and try to get to question him about that.
Nah, because I've been on the phone with Saneter before, and I know that I could say a lot, but it wouldn't even pertain to this case and this situation. So I'm gonna take the higher route or whatever, as far as phone calls with Saneter. But Saneter always like.
You breaking up?
You breaking up. And this your
I'm back.
channel, right?
Am I back? Yeah, I'm running
Mhm.
a lot of shit right now or whatever. I'm
You
actually
back? You
downloading
good?
this video. But you know what I mean? Like I kind of got thrown off there or whatever, but never mind just POLIGHT. There's other pedophiles and predators that he's brought to his channel that he's supporting though. He
All right,
has that
let me
content is
ask you
still
something.
up,
Let me ask
presenting
you
them
something.
as these gods and shit to
Let me ask you
idolize.
something, Queen. Let me
What?
ask you something. If I made a video, if I said something right now on here, and I'd be like, you know what? I wanna rape your daughter. I wanna fuck your daughter. I'm gonna fuck your kid. I know
Please
she
don't
only
say that
7
to
years
me
old.
because I will
I
get
know.
triggered.
Okay, so there you go. So now let me ask you this right here. I just put a video up about the Star Report, and about him saying he wanted to rape DJ Envy's 4-year-old daughter, and that he's offering $500 to anybody who knows where the baby school is at. So now I'm getting a little slack for me speaking about that and bringing it up. They say, no, that was years ago. It doesn't matter. I'm bringing it up to those who don't know about it, being that we
Well,
want to
I
start
didn't know
putting them back.
about that. I didn't
Okay,
know about that, and I salute you for coming out about it. But if you're only doing it as a, well, never mind
there we
this
go. See?
situation, look at this
Oh shit.
situation,
You see
then
how
there's a
people do it?
problem.
That's what they'll do. But look, see automatically how y'all do? Oh, if you're only doing it because of this situation, no. If you look at any video I ever did in just me and my character, you would know that I attack people on accountability and what you say and what you do.
But
So
that's
Star
your
comes out
cousin, so
and
you're
people
going to go
no,
to
it
bat
doesn't
for him
matter because I
regardless.
attack him too. I attack Saneter too. If I
What?
go at anybody that's about this, so being that I'm doing it now and that the POLIGHT case is out, I'm only doing it because I want to take light off of that, and Saneter's my cousin and people coming at him. Why would I have to make a video about the truth? This
I'm
is a
not
fact.
saying
This is
that's
what
all you
happened.
want to do. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you also have the ability to then throw that in there or that be part of your motive.
But if why it always got to be part of the motive? Why don't the motive just
Okay,
be
well, why
this
when
man
people
is
that have
wrong for
been
what he did?
victimized by predators like this, why when we speak out, like in this situation, are we being told that we're not real victims? We don't really fight for this. We don't care
That's
about
not what
children.
I say. That's not what. Did you
That's
see
what
my
your
video?
cousin said on his
Hold on,
page.
but I forget what he said. I'm telling you what I said. Did you see my video where I gave you statistics and status of what, how many people get raped, how many children get raped, the times they get raped
I've
every
seen them.
minute?
I've seen them.
I made videos about victims and that I want my channel for victims to speak out. If you're a victim and you want to speak out, I will go live and let you run my whole channel. It's for y'all. My channel is for, that's the difference with my channel and everybody else. My channel is for the community. I'm 10 toes down, but my channel is for the community. You could call me and be like, yo, 10 toes. I see you probably get a little more views than me when you go live. Can I use your channel to go live and I can reach the people more and get them to come to my channel? Go ahead, Queen. What day? What time you want to use it? What day? Wednesday, 7 o'clock? Okay, got you. Boom. We're going to go live, take it, and you can get all the people to come over to you. I'm not
I
on no
salute you
bull
for
crap,
that, but a lot of people don't
hiding
get down
nothing and
like
all
that.
that. I like to be an open book. This is what it is. I served time. I did 21 years. I killed people. I did all kind of dumb shit. Now I'm here. I done changed my life around. I want to do the right thing. I want to help my community. When it comes to molestation, I think it's some bullshit. It's wrong. I got family members that has been raped, brutally raped. Family members. Saneter's my cousin. My sister been brutally raped. His cousin. So he's not gonna hide nothing for POLIGHT. He's against that, 100%. And I'm not going to talk about what happened with his sisters or his family and brothers and what's going on with my family. But I guarantee you, and I'm telling you this myself, people are wrong for attacking him for thinking that he's going to stand by polite and some molestation shit. He got a daughter. He got kids. Nowhere in the
brother.
world he's going to stand by that.
Wait a minute, brother. All I'm saying is, we're here, and we were talking about this because me personally, I'm gonna speak for myself. I'm on Queenstone's channel, so we're gonna respect that. We are talking about the topic of this brother being accused of something with a 14-year-old girl. But when we
Okay.
were talking in the conversation, we were talking about Sanetta and what his situation. I don't want to get it
That's
too
what made me
far
come on.
past
I
that,
heard you talking about
but
him.
what I,
That's what made me
yeah,
come on.
right, exactly. So and I was talking about personally how I felt. This is my personal opinion. I don't believe that anyone else shares it. I was just saying I didn't like that he was coming at the women when I watched the women stuff, and it seemed like they were genuinely upset at the way he was displaying himself alongside a situation where a young black girl could have possibly been victimized. And I think people are losing that. And I think Sadnetta might have lost that and might have taken it personal, maybe too personal. And I feel like as men, it's certain conversations that men just don't need to be having with women because we don't need to come at them a certain way because we need to understand that maybe where they're coming from. And that's why I was talking about perspective earlier and how it looks. And when women look at this YouTube shit and they see all these dudes talking about I'm high value and they're telling all these young men, oh, kick her out the house, or if she asks for certain things, treat her like this or treat her like garbage, and there's all these dudes acting like they're alpha, but they really beta, and they see all this, and then they also, when something like this happens, they don't see no men coming out and talking about it. But every time a woman do something, you got 100 fucking dudes. Oh, you an unfit mother. We need to call CB, take your kids, doxing them, and you're getting the kids taken away. Niggas jump on that. But when this happens, niggas is quiet. They're silent.
Facts.
That's the
Not me.
problem. That's
Not
why
me.
that's
I ain't quiet.
that's
No
why
sir.
the ladies, all I'm saying is that's why the ladies had that energy for Sinetta, because Sinetta was one of those people where they would say maybe we think that Sarnetta would be the one that would say so. He's close to him. He can jump out there, jump in front, and be that man that defends this 14-year-old girl, whether she's right or she's wrong, whether this is a conspiracy or not. We're not trying to bury this man. Sarnetta is saying that he is going to side with this young girl until we see what happens. Does not mean that he's burying Polite. Polite's career isn't built on Sonetta, and if it really is, Polite need to admit that instead of flexing everything like, oh, I got this and I got that and everybody's my puppet. He want to be so arrogant, let that nigga die on that hill that he put himself on. Sonetta, it seems like he putting himself in front of the fire for what?
That's great.
For a nigga that got some bread and treated him like shit. Like, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
I mean, not even that part, but what about the people that he is scammed in the community? He's gonna keep repping that. I'm sorry, there is ST Hudson is up here. I'm gonna give you a chance to speak as well, sister. But I just wanted to throw that in there. Go ahead, ST Hudson. I hear a little echo in the background.
Thank you for letting me up. Is it bad? Let me should I come back?
Did you make sure that you turn off all the other devices?
Yeah, let me just close out YouTube real quick.
Yeah, and if you have headphones.
Yeah, those are off. I just wanted to come up here and thank you for letting me up. This is my first time on your panel. Thank you for letting me up. Me personally and my personal colleagues that I've spoke to, my issue with the whole Sonetta thing is that this is not a first offense or the first person that turned out to be a grimy motherfucker that Sonetta has introduced to the community. Now, I'm not saying that Saneter needs to go to jail or that he's just as bad as Polite or anything, but as a grown man, and if he puts himself in a position as a pillar of the community, he needs to take a good look at himself. And anybody
No, he
that
need.
denies that
This is what needs to happen, Queen.
is lying to themselves.
Hold on, Queen. Listen, Queen. This is what needs to happen, right? When you come into a situation like that, and I put myself in their shoes, I say, if it was me, I need to work on screening people better rather than just letting anybody come into my conscious community.
Exactly.
So I got to start changing up my screening process. So I'm going to need some more people to work with me to help me screen these motherfuckers, do some background checks on them and see what's going on with them and see, and we got to be able to shut people down when they go a little too far with certain things.
He's been in his position for a while now, and he comes across as if he has like a whole production behind him. He has assistants and producers and people working with him, and he knows people in the community.
Queen.
So if it's him, but still, wouldn't you vet everyone that you let come past your door? Do you let anybody in your house? Do you let just anybody around your kids? Do you let your kids just go to any school? Like, these are like, you come on now.
Facts.
Say that again. What you said, sis? Say that again. Say that one more time.
If you gonna, when you bring somebody onto your platform, especially a platform with your name on it, your name behind it, a banner that's like, with your symbols and your logo behind it, a grown man has to be told that he needs to vet people.
That he needs to what people?
Vet. That means
vet, like find out who they are, do background checks. Yeah.
You have to. What they're really about.
You have to do that.
You're just gonna let anybody stand on your stage, basically?
No. Listen, Queen. Listen. Not just with Saneter. Let's look at a bigger picture. Let's look at the Nation of Islam and Farrakhan. Let's look at Malcolm X. Let's look at all of these people the ones who came in, the ones who killed
deflecting,
these leaders.
Bro. We're not talking about all of that, bro. We're not talking about all of that. We're not talking about all of that. We're talking about one, maybe 2 or 3 central topics, but let's keep it central. You cannot bring a whole bunch of other things into this. You can't do that in court.
I have to bring that in to make an example.
It's the evidence in the stories in court. That's it about that.
Wait a minute.
Hold on, really quick.
Brother, wait a minute. She just said something.
Don't forget to remind me about the other video when we're done, okay? Because I got that. We're supposed to look at the first 9 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay.
Me and her are talking about screening. And people being able to get in on his stage. I have to use other people and show that people are going to get into your community and infiltrate.
Yes, that may happen. But with
it is going to happen.
With Saneter, it happens frequently.
Okay, so what's the problem with every last other leader that we had? It happened frequently.
That's the problem.
I'm saying it happened with every.
Are fucked up.
Maybe you cool with that, and maybe you okay with that.
Now look. Hold on, Queen. Stop right there. Hold on. Let's stop right there.
But that's the problem with me. And
you see, you just gonna keep talking. You ain't gonna let nobody talk. You ain't gonna let me talk.
Fine.
You see how you just took it? Hold on. You see how you just took that whole thing and the perception of people, how you could make them think differently about me by even saying, you cool with that? You cool with that? Just by me making a statement that I made. How can you take what I just said and flip the whole thing and make me cool with it? That's the problem. That's what we do. Hold on. See, you're still on it. Maybe you're cool with it or you're not. How are you even going to ask me that question? Where is it that I'm even cool with it or showing any coolness about it? I'm showing you the facts and what happens in big organizations or how people can get through. But for you to take it and flip it now and say, you cool with that? You cool? People listening is going to take that and be like, oh shit, yeah, that nigga 10 toes cool with that.
Cool with what? What do you?
But what you just said, I'm cool with what he's doing.
With what? Who's
or what
doing?
they're accusing? No. Saneter, polite, anything pertaining to negativity when it comes to...
So if you need clarification, ask for clarification.
My bad, I just timed out concealed ringleader, y'all. Y'all got me fucking up.
What people coming into the conscious community, you said you cool with that. I said, is people going to come by, going to be able to get in and infiltrate? And you said something. I said, okay. And you said, okay, you cool with that? Oh, so you cool with that?
I'm asking you, are you cool with just any old body coming in with your key, basically using your key to open the door to our community.
Of course not. I'm not cool with that. I did 21 years for somebody coming in.
Okay.
I served 21 years for somebody coming in.
Then let me know.
That's why I don't trust nobody. So of course I'm not cool with it. Rather than accusing me, ask me, are you cool with something like that, brother? Would you allow something like that to happen?
Who are you talking to? We got two brothers up here. We got Eggy and me.
Now allegedly Saneter's in my my shit. Talk about drop the fucking link right now. I'm here.
He is.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
He's not finna get up here talking to me all reckless as fuck.
Sis, it's not about talking reckless. He's there. So
period.
I mean, but we talking about him.
Let's get it. I mean, we is talking about him, but he not finna start this off at because I can't come in.
That's why you got the mute button.
Be like, I can't come in his shit and be like, nigga, fuck that.
Right. I know. Yeah.
But listen, so you already taking it to a negative.
The other day or whatever.
You taking it to a negative already. You didn't even let him in the building yet.
Bro,
you already condemning him.
Where is it at in my shit? Where is it at? When I find it, I'm gonna put it up tomorrow.
Let me just clarify because maybe I didn't come off clear. My issue is not with. I'm not saying that Saneter is like POLIGHT's manager or feeding him little girls or is like, yeah, nigga, like, you know, like egging him on and that. What I'm saying is that there's an issue with me because it seems like all of these people that wind up scamming the community, doing some fuck shit, taking people's money, fucking with little girls. It's always I'm always introduced to them, and I'm not the only person that's introduced to these people through Saneter. And it's
I'm not letting real G's come up here. That nigga, he bogus as hell. He
okay, Queen. What's your name,
I'm looking for
Saneter. No, what I'm saying is Saneter needs to maybe take a look at himself a little
sister,
bit.
What's your name, sister? You, the one that's talking. What's your name?
Hudson.
Listen, Hudson. You just made another statement, right? You just said Saneter. This is what you're saying, that all these people that came through with rape and all these other molestation. You just said that they came through Saneter. You was introduced to them through Saneter. Outside of POLIGHT, give me other people who has at a case like this and was found guilty and did this type of shit that came through Saneter.
I didn't just say cases like this. I said grimy people that scam the community, wind up fucking with little girls. There's always some fuck shit.
Okay, you said fucking with little girls and scam the community. Give me somebody else who did that came through the House of Consciousness.
Umar Johnson.
He didn't come through the House of Consciousness.
Did I say he did?
I just said give me somebody that came. You said you was introduced to them. Queen, I just said, listen, Queen. I just said, give me somebody that came through the House of Consciousness, in which you said that they came through Saneter.
I don't want to cut the wisdom, but Umar did come from the House of Consciousness.
No, sir. No, hold on, brother. Hold on. Stop, brother. Stop. This is actual fact. He did not come through the House of Consciousness. He did not.
He is introduced to a lot of people through Saneter. Through most of the community. 90%
Who you talking about?
Is that really you, Ty?
You are the first.
I was waiting for your ass to stop.
Let's not speak. Let's not speak.
Because at first you did come in here as somebody else. You did come in here at first as somebody else.
Yeah, peace to everybody. Okay. Man. Peace to everybody on the panel.
Peace, Saneter. And let me just start off by saying, like, I don't think that you need to go to jail. I don't think that you were feeding this man little girls. I'm not saying he need to go to jail.
Salute, sir.
Okay, that's all I want to say. I start that off. And do your thing.
All right, Chef, correction. Everybody came through the fucking House of Consciousness. Dr. Umar came through the House of Consciousness.
Dr. Umar wasn't part of the House of Consciousness. He came through there and you interviewed him. He wasn't House of Consciousness.
I don't want to cut your wisdom. I was there. Everybody know that Umar did come from Saneter.
Eggy, we don't even need to argue. They argued amongst themselves.
Saneter's right there. Hold on. Saneter's right there.
Chef, you my cuz. I love you, brother. Umar said himself, if he wouldn't have came through the House of Consciousness, he wouldn't be who he is today. It was because he came through the House of Consciousness he got known. Nobody knew who he was. He was in the basement in Philadelphia doing his little lectures by himself. He did like 4 or 5 lectures with me, and he became known all over the world. People been ordering him to come and do interviews with him. He came and said himself, if it wasn't for Saneter, I wouldn't be who I am today. He said that. That's
okay.
that's
Now listen.
there.
Now understand my viewpoint. My viewpoint is when I say came through the house is consciousness, right? I'm not talking about just going through and you doing an interview and giving him notoriety because he came through your house. I'm talking about carrying that banner of I'm of the house of consciousness.
No,
when it came to Polite,
about.
He was house of consciousness. When it came to Brother Reggie, he would claim house of consciousness. When they speak about it, we speak in house of consciousness.
All
when
right,
Umar came
Chef,
through, he didn't come through house of consciousness.
Listen to me, brother. Listen to me, brother, so you can understand. Brother Polite was
no, I know where you coming through.
No,
I know where you coming
me,
from,
brother. Please let me talk so you can
He's
get
even
a clearer understanding.
Oh man, like I just said, I understand already. God
no, you
damn.
don't. No, you don't. Polite
no, I don't.
was new
Okay,
covenant.
no, I don't.
Listen,
okay,
Polite is new covenant. He's not the house of consciousness. I am the house of consciousness. I said he came through the house of consciousness. Polite, Ali Muhammad, Sarah Seti, Young Pharaoh, all of them
Young
got
Pharaoh,
their own.
Nature Boy, all these people I were introduced by Saneter.
But let me finish. So y'all can get a
Free
clearer
Natri
picture.
Tahudi.
Right, but let me get it. I am the only one that has the house of consciousness. They came through my shit in order to blow up and get known. Now, let me address the other shit that the sister was talking about. When y'all was talking about people got to get screened. Listen to me, y'all. And let's be very careful what you're saying. You're not going to be able to stop fuck niggas from coming through your platform. Of course, you can get screened. You can talk all you want.
Saneter called Polite a fuck nigga.
How about doing a background check on people?
Hold on, but what's going to happen
I'm just
3
kidding.
years?
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding.
What's
I know
going to happen 3 years from now, 4 years from now, and the person flip? Like Shaft gave a good example. You don't know who's coming through the Nation of Islam. You got all kind of infiltrators. Look what happened to the Black Panthers. They've been screening people, but you're not going to be able to stop people from coming through doing crazy shit. Look at the Nation of Islam with Farrakhan, Khalid Muhammad, Malcolm. We could go on and on with that. People coming through organizations and just what? Destroying it. So this goes on and on. Look at the Marcus Garvey movement. This ain't just started yesterday. Y'all got to know the history of what's been going on with our people. So I can screen people all day, but who's going to screen them 3 years from now when you get to know people? Whatever Polite done, Polite got to stand on that shit.
But why did you know about this in 2018 and really you didn't care that your wife's family's daughter was out there running around with Polite? How are you going to put that on YouTubers as it's something for us to investigate? Saad, that's crazy.
Okay, that's a good question. Hopefully the answer could be even better. Now, when I said that a few years ago, I got the information just like everybody else could have got it, like they got it today. I got the information and the report from the goddamn police station. I'm not the only one. There was also other brothers in Brooklyn. What's my man name that had the store out there? Joel, something like that.
Yeah.
Joel
a lot
Benjamin.
of them had the information, but Joel. All of them had the information, but Saneta's the only one that had the heart and the courage to go at Polite. And so when I made that statement, I made it prematurely. And look at what happened. They threw the case out. And that's why I said I'm not going to make the same mistake I did before with them people. I'm not going to do that. I would rather sit back and wait, and I will be the first one to tell you right now. If Polite ass is guilty, I'll be the first one to say throw that nigga in the cage with Dr. York and throw away the goddamn key and put him under the goddamn jail. Because I don't support no goddamn pedophile, no pedophilia, none of that. I don't support any of that.
What if he takes a plea, like she said?
Oh,
same shit, same goddamn thing. He's guilty.
That means he get the fire. That means he's guilty.
I just wanna ask because, like I said, like Polite.
That's all I wanted to hear, G.
Boy, you talk about rapists. If you talk about rapists,
I'm still going in. I'm not letting this go.
We gotta light them up, but that's all I wanted to hear.
Through your channel, side, and I know you're a good man, and you probably are dealing with a lot of dilemmas inwardly right now. But like, what do you see yourself doing going forward? Do you need people to volunteer? I'll volunteer. I'll give you my email, whatever. If you want somebody to help you screen because you don't have a good team behind you, I will do that. Like, because it's important to me. But like, what do you see yourself doing going forward? Because you cannot deny that there's a whole lot of fuck niggas that
what about Simple the P?
With your logo and on your mic behind them.
Okay, I agree with you, sister. But see, your mistake that you're making is not with just Saneter. There's so many movements that's out there right now that people doing the same thing. But there's so many people focus on me because of the POLIGHT situation, which I understand. I want to associate me with him. I get it. But by no means is Saneter down with that crazy shit with POLIGHT. Like I said, like my brother Shab said, even if he get a plea deal, nigga, you going under the jail with that. You going under. Ain't nobody messing with that right there. That means he's saying he's guilty to take a plea deal. That's guilty for all of us. Yes, go ahead.
Here's my question. This is Real G's. How y'all doing? Thank you.
Oh shit, Real G's in the building. I didn't know Real G's was here.
Hey, listen.
Good evening, brother.
Good evening. How y'all doing? I just want to ask a question, right? If we're gonna hold people accountable for stuff like this, why are we not holding Star accountable for what he did with that with DJ Envy's child? Why are we still giving him a pass?
I just found out about the Star shit in this very live.
I never even heard about the Star shit. I just
So-
found out that Star was still
That's
doing
what I'm saying, though. It's a lot of things that's going
Why
on
do
out
you
here.
guys always do that? Like Saneter going on his platform and saying what he said is not a shot to the victim.
I don't understand.
In POLIGHT situation, we can talk about that. Real G's, you cannot come on my platform and say that I'm blind to all the other cases.
Okay, I never said that either.
But I'm just trying to clarify that because I'm getting called a clout chaser and all this and that.
Okay, what that have to do with me, though?
But I'm saying you guys are always like, oh, well, never mind POLIGHT. Look at this situation over here.
Let's talk about
those
POLIGHT.
that rock with this type of narrative. Like, let's wait and see until the very last day. Until then, we should basically say, fuck the victim.
Okay, hold on. Nobody never said that. All the people are saying is that they are reserving the right to pass judgment. That's what they're saying. You guys can go ahead and do whatever you want to do. Okay? Nobody never said that you don't have the right to pass judgment. Shit, I think the motherfucker's guilty too, based off the information that I see.
Can I add a little something?
Just a minute, sir. So what I'm saying is this, right? Nobody is saying that you guys don't have a right to be out here and speak about it. But what you don't have a right to do is hold another man accountable for somebody else's action. That's the wrong that we're trying to.
How are we holding him accountable? All we're saying is that his platform has produced some fucked up people.
And we agree with you.
Do I hate Saneter? No. But I'm starting to see, like, okay, this is weird.
I agree with you. So let me just say this. In my agreement with you, it's also showing you that it's not Saneter's responsibility to sit up here after they leave the show and say, look, brother, you better be good because now I'm accountable for you. That's not his responsibility.
I'll give you that. And I went through this feeling that way. But he still supports Sinful the P, who is a fucking known predator. He's already been charged. So if after the fact, Sinful the P has been charged.
You said Saneter still support him? Saneter supports him?
He said shout out to Sinful the P and his shit today. What are you talking about?
Listen to me. Let me ask you this. Watch this, Chef. Do you know the story behind Sinful the P?
Yes, I do. I did a video.
Tell me about the story. What happened?
He fucked with a chick that he claims lied to him about his age. Don't all them niggas say that shit?
Okay, listen to me for a minute. Listen to me. It's not what he claimed. It's what the courts claim because she even fooled the court.
So you're saying that he didn't impregnate that girl. You're saying that he didn't impregnate that girl, Saneter.
I wanna finish so you can hear me clearly, and then you can make your own assessment. What I'm saying is this. He was fooled just like everybody else. They had the girl locked up in a grown woman house. They didn't put her in none of that. Because Shaq, when you look at this girl, she wasn't no little girl. She wasn't looking like a little girl. Oh, these girls in the street today, they was looking like they got their mama. So she even fooled the police.
Saneter, do you think I was born fucking yesterday? I'm not dumb, bro.
All right, so how come they threw it out? So why they threw it out?
He didn't throw shit out. He was in fucking prison. Fuck is you talking about? I got everything.
Damn,
he didn't throw out shit.
Calm down,
a lot of niggas playing in my face.
Y'all don't see how serious this is, especially as a woman.
Don't sit up here explaining this shit away. That bitch ass nigga fucking pimped that girl.
So what you gonna do about it?
And got her pregnant.
So what you gonna do about it?
I've already done a video on it, Saneter.
So that's all you gonna do is a video?
And I brought it to your attention. And
so
you were
gonna
like,
do a video?
You're tripping, Queen. I've already done a video.
So that's all you think you can do
I've
is a video?
already done. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Make a movement. Make something happen. What you gonna do for the victims?
What the fuck do you think I'm over here doing?
You got to
It
get
seems
out
like
of
the
the
men in our
YouTube
community
world.
didn't
Come
know
from
about
behind your
that.
I'm tired
computer.
of you deflecting,
You got to
Saneter.
come out of your house, though.
I do come out of my house. I come out my shit every fucking day.
Where's
the
the
fuck
movement
are you
at, though? I
talking
don't
about?
see it. Where is it
I've
at?
dealt with over 1,200 victims.
I
Fuck
need
are you talking
to see,
about?
I need to see the
You don't need to see
the what?
shit. I don't gotta prove
Well,
shit
then
to
shut
you.
the fuck up then. If you ain't
Bitch,
got nothing
you
to
shut
talk
the
about.
fuck
Oh
up.
man, now you're
You
turning
shut
into
the
something
fuck up.
else.
Shut
Look
your
at it
little
now. Look what
stinking
happened.
ass up if you ain't
Bitch,
got
Yeah, we
nothing to
just
show.
fuck
You ain't
up,
got
you
nothing to
crackhead
show and
ass
Look,
prove.
bitch.
come
look.
on now.
See what's
Let's
happening
keep this
here.
calm.
Crackhead bitch. Your
Let me
mama's
tell
a
you grown men
crackhead bitch.
something right
And
now.
fuck your daughter, bitch.
Let me tell you grown man something right now. I don't know
Damn.
not one woman
Stupid
of any
bitch.
color that has not been sexually assaulted or
The
by
fuck out
some
of here.
man in their life. It doesn't happen.
Puss ass
Every
bitch.
single one of us have
What you
seen a
said,
dick.
Hudson? Say that again, Hudson.
Every single one of us has been sexually assaulted by some older nigga in our life. In some way or another, in some form or
Not
another.
every
And
single
it
one of
seems
you.
like
You can't do that.
every
You can't
single
put that
one.
on
I'm not
everybody.
saying that everybody's been raped. I'm not saying that. No, every single one. I don't know a female at all. And I used to work in the entertainment industry from the time I was in the industry by the time I was 10 up until about 30 something. All right. What I'm saying is that the men seem to just brush that shit underneath the table. They ignore that shit, or they play these stupid mind games, or they get very dismissive, or they turn into something. I know you are, but what am I bullshit? When are y'all gonna start checking your fellow boys, your homeboys, the niggas that
Who you
say
talking
like
to? Who you
inappropriate
talking
shit?
about?
Like
Who you talking about,
I don't
Queen?
get it. It's like y'all don't care. That's what it feels.
Who
And then
you
you want to
talking
talk about
about
that
though?
women are too aggressive, that black women are too aggressive.
Fuck you
And
mean who
like,
she talking about? She talking about Saneter and them.
You wouldn't.
You sat
You
up here.
wouldn't know.
Oh, I was Queens
No.
and
I'm
all that.
asking her
I'm
who
not
she
Until that
talking
talking
nigga
about.
about.
started
I'm
She
trying to
talking
gotta
tell
about
me
be
this
some
as a
fuck
community.
nigga. Fuck
I'm
that
talking about
nigga.
as a community.
He could go tell them goofy ass
You talking
bitches
about
on
who,
his
sister?
stage that shit.
Why does it even matter? Because once again, you clearly don't give a fuck.
Since he deflecting, they playing.
Who don't give a fuck? Who don't give a fuck?
Y'all clearly, I mean, you good, right? He get to talking about me, right?
Who you talking about? Me?
I'm talking about Saneter up here, and you ain't got shit to say. Cause that's your man's in them, that's your cousin and shit.
Hold on.
It's all good. Saneter not finna come on my shit and
No,
try
listen.
to spin
Hold
no
on, sis.
narrative.
Hold
Nigga,
on. Let's go off of what happened.
He talking about they dropped the charges on Sinful the P. No, the fuck they did.
Okay, so by him
I
saying
need to
that,
be in the street. I'm in the street every fucking day.
okay, so by him
Because I
saying
don't
that,
put
right?
the shit on YouTube. How
Okay.
the fuck am I gonna put victims that just got raped, just got molested on YouTube? Y'all niggas sound dumb.
That's crazy right there.
No, you crazy.
I said that's crazy right there. And another thing,
talking about,
you
we
putting
need to
me
see it.
in
Who the
that
fuck is
basket of
Saneter?
what just happened. You putting me in the basket
You know
of what just happened between you and
about
him.
to get clicked on too.
Okay, if that's what you want to do, you can click me off. It's all right.
Okay.
It's all right.
I know I could do it whatever I want when I want.
Of course, that's your channel. You can do what you want.
You with that nigga.
See,
You
now look, see
nigga.
how you take it. Now look how you take it. Look what you're doing. Look what
because you said nothing.
That's what you do. What I'm supposed to say if
when
you
I'm being
yelling,
cordial with the
if
nigga,
you're
it's
yelling, look,
clean and
I
all
can't
this.
even say
Y'all
nothing.
fake
Look,
as
you
hell,
yelling,
bro.
you still yelling. Look, how can I say anything if you yelling?
This shit is crazy. I cannot believe this. They
how
all
can I
sound
say
guilty.
anything?
They all sound like
guilty.
they know more. You do. I'm
Me
reading
too?
my comment section.
Me too. Me too.
It is what it is. I guess I'm gonna
I
be a
sound
bitch
guilty
and a hoe
too?
after that, right?
I don't even got to do that.
Okay, whatever.
I got to do that. What I got to do that for?
Am I? You know what I'm saying? I got killers around me too. It don't mean shit.
I think the brother right here, his cousin, I think he is level headed through the whole situation.
Listen
And
here, let me say something to you.
wait, hold on.
If you check me and my background and
daughter.
what I stand for and what I do, then you will have a different understanding of what I stand for and what I do and what I don't allow to happen. And why I was gone for so long.
What you don't allow to happen. So you allowed the victim though to have to go through this shame by a big community.
That's crazy.
I mean, are you not? Has Saneter gotten on his channel and said anything towards the victim? No, the fuck he hasn't. But he on here trying to tell me what happened in Sinful the P's case, and that's not what happened.
Well, if that's not what happened and that was his understanding of what happened, then you correct him on what really
Man,
happened.
I've already
Rather than
talked to him
going,
behind the scenes about it.
it didn't sound like it. It sounded like he was just learning that from you just now by you
No,
telling
he
him that.
did not.
Because
He
he
knew
just
that.
gave
He
his
been known
story.
that Sinful the P was a predator. He's even commented about it in his videos, but he's still gonna rock with him.
Queen, they don't care
At all. I'm seeing
They
like
don't care.
y'all
They
get
care
me out
more
my
about how
bag.
many
It's
points
good though.
LeBron get in a game than little girls being assaulted out here. So it's all right.
You said
They
care
don't
about who? You said care about what? What you just said,
Who you
Hudson?
talking to?
Hudson.
She said you care more about basketball than little women being assaulted.
I don't even watch basketball. I don't even
I just
watch
I just want to
sports.
ask.
I don't even
If it
watch
don't
that.
apply, let
I
it fly.
follow. I
I don't
do
even
follow.
watch that. No,
I
because you
do.
said they. When you said they, that's
I
speaking of
do
more than
follow
one.
10 Toes, and I heard him
I
advocated
don't
for stuff
listen,
like
sister.
this.
Sister, let me
And
tell
I
you
want to
something.
put stuff in
Let me explain something to
perspective.
you,
Eggy has
Queen
been real
Strong.
patient.
Hudson.
Let him talk. Eggy,
Hudson,
let
let me
him
tell you
talk.
something,
I don't want to
Hudson.
hear nothing you gotta say.
When
Bro.
you with
I want
me,
to
you
Eggy.
more
I don't want to
protected
hear
with
nothing you
me
gotta say.
than you are with the
I don't want to hear
police.
nothing else you gotta say right now. I'm sorry.
You
I
more
don't.
protected with me than the police. Okay, you would rather have
Okay.
me next to you than
All
the
right.
motherfucking
Yep.
police. That's what you
Put your
talking
hands
about.
up. Eggy,
You
How
would
does
rather
she
have
want you
me.
next to her? She's calling you out.
You would rather have me than the
She's
police
calling
by
the
your side to
behavior
help
out.
you. Who
Eggy, what was you
behavior?
saying?
Who behavior?
Sanetas and Polights and anybody that's caping for this shit. Y'all
I'm
that are
behaving
sitting there saying,
correctly.
y'all that are saying leave him alone until the fucking court shit is over. Y'all are fucking crazy. Whoever feels that way, if that applies to you, then take offense. I mean, what did y'all think? Y'all were gonna come up here and like, I got a man. I'm not thirsty for dick. I'm not, you know what I mean? None of that shit.
What the hell is that? Where that's
I'm
going?
saying
We going
because
with that
y'all
one?
sit up here and y'all be like, yeah, so you know what I mean, with the Mac Daddy voice and shit, ain't nobody
Not
buying
me.
that.
I don't do that. I got a wife. I don't got to cheat on
And
my wife.
motherfuckers,
I don't
they
need no
cool
other
with you
woman.
until you have a problem with what they said. Y'all seen
I
how
don't need
quick
no other
Saneter
woman.
flip.
I got a
You
wife.
wanna
I don't
talk
need no
about
other
my
woman.
mom. Fuck your
I'm
mom.
happy.
Eggy,
I'm
you
happy. I
was
don't need
talking.
nobody
He got
else.
something to say. He been sitting here this whole time.
Nah, y'all
I'm
can
happy.
talk. I'm good.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
brother. You
go
talk
ahead,
because
Nah,
he
I
didn't.
was going.
Y'all, listen. Y'all ain't saying nothing to him. He didn't speak up and say nothing to Saneter, but y'all getting on me. But
Okay,
being
I was
that he
just
go
was
ahead.
being
quiet.
I was
Go
just
ahead,
being
brother.
respectful, that's all. You know, I was trying to salute you, you know. I appreciate what you do to you know, Queen's Throne, you know, she took her shots at Hassan Campbell, but in my opinion, you finished him, put the dirt on him. Queen's Throne, she actually deals with this type of content when you talk about polite. So I think this the best platform to have this discussion on. I think it's a big misunderstanding. Maybe y'all could talk behind the scenes. Cause I follow you and I heard you advocate for people who went for who are victims of sexual abuse. So I think you pure about your message on YouTube. And I just think honestly shit went crazy, but I agree with Queen Thrones and the rest of the people. To me, I don't judge Sonetta. You know, I just look at him. He a Harlem hustler. He gonna get the money. How he gonna get it? You know, at the end of the day. But if I'm gonna respect you and you want to be respected, because you do have a big platform, people know Sonetta all over the world.
Facts.
It's a problem with the vetting process, and that's all the people talking about, in my opinion. All the other shit they talking about, I disagree with it. You know, they just, you know, to see the ladies, you know, on their channels going crazy, like really blaming Saw, that's crazy to me. Because I'm coming to find out a lot of people knew. So you just can't blame Saw. You know,
Besides the
but
first one that came out with that information, how are we to know that that little girl that ran away with POLIGHT in 2018 or whatever was related to Sa's wife? How would we know
no,
that?
I didn't say you
No,
couldn't
I'm
blame
just
him. I said he
clarifying.
ain't the only one.
Yeah, I'm not blaming
You know.
him for POLIGHT's actions. I'm blaming him for promoting pedophiles and scammers on his page without a problem. Those that are victimizing the community. We just got done with a whole recession and he's literally up there begging for money. He gets more donations than a lot of people get on here.
Even when you look at somebody like Nature Boy, a lot of those girls that are over there being abused now, yeah, they're adults, but they wouldn't. How are they introduced to somebody like that? Through Sonetta. If you went to a restaurant and they was poisoning the community with some dirty meat, they're not gonna blame the butcher, and then the restaurant owner's gonna say, "Nah, I got nothing to do with that." You think they're not gonna take any type of hit for that? Not saying that it's your fault, but your vetting process needs to be adjusted.
Great
And if you
breakdown.
need, and if you need that, then say that.
That's facts. I love the way that she said that.
I mean, I actually hear the pain in your voices, so I know it's a sensitive subject and the topic. I hope y'all listening and
I
understanding
get
that's where it
triggered
come
easy
from.
when it comes to this. All that pussyfooting around and all that I felt like Saneter was doing. And maybe he's not. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, what we're saying is valid. And to have that just always knocked down, like it seems like everything we throw up there, y'all are like, nah, because.
It's
And
very
when I say
dismissive.
y'all, I mean those that think like that, not as a predator supporter, but have that same understanding that we should leave polite alone. Go ahead, sister.
And you know what else too? I noticed growing up, not even in this, just not in just this situation, but growing up, I've seen it my whole entire life. Niggas will get chopped for this type of shit, or like in some other shit, and instead of niggas checking him, your boy, your man's, or whatever, they just walk away from the situation, pretend like shit don't exist.
Real quick. When she was having that dialogue with Sonetta, and she explained to him that the brother Sinful to P they was talking about. I don't know if I can call him man my brother. I don't know if I can call him that. I don't know him like that. But the brother, Sinful to P, she explained that no, not only did he not get acquitted, but he actually spent time in jail. And then Sonetta said, "We listened. It just happened 30 minutes ago. I don't know how people got their thinking caps on and is listening." But he said, "What are you going to do about it?" Now we're talking about a man and a woman dynamic. When a man has a certain posture with a woman, he's being overbearing or aggressive. And when it comes to a man's natural physical strength, it's different from a woman's. So when a man's some shit like, "What are you going to do about it?" It came off a little aggressive to me, how it hit my energy. But then he said, "What are you doing in the streets about it?" That goes to show he has no idea what Queen Strong really got going on. He has no idea how in depth she is about the topic. He has no idea about any of that, and that's not his fault. Maybe he's a busy man. He has no idea. But if he thinks that people are just jumping on YouTube and searching his name up because they heard it and they saw it on a billboard in Times Square, New York, because he's that fucking famous, right? And then they just start talking about him, then that's where the disconnect comes from. We didn't see your shit on MTV. It wasn't a commercial from Chase Bank that they threw in with a YouTube video. We are in this shit. We're watching this shit. We're listening to this shit. Treat it like that. Don't
I
tell
get
a
it. He
woman
might be going through a lot right now. He's
who's
probably getting hit.
genuinely no, I'm just saying, don't tell a woman who's genuinely concerned, "Oh, what are you going to do about it?" When you don't even know that when she really does real field work. And I think that's what set her off. You know,
Yeah,
and I think that's what we should start understanding more as men in this space. You know, we got this manosphere shit. I hate that shit. I guarantee all them niggas pussy.
Just
Guaranteed.
pointing the finger with, and I
And,
asked him, "What are you
but
going
I'm
to do
just,
going forward?" And he had no answer for me.
but
Like,
what
I
I'm saying
understand
is,
he's probably getting hit from
facts.
every single direction. Every single direction. I can understand. I'm human too. He has a right to be defensive right now, but he has to come to grips and atone for what his part in the whole situation. What are you going to do from now on? You keep introducing these demons to our community. So what are
Facts.
we going to do going forward? And it was crickets.
but when Sarnetta said, "What are you going to do about it?" And then she tried to explain to him, "I do this all the time. I'm out here in the field."
He
You know
knows
what I mean?
that. He knows that
But
because
see,
I've
what
been
I'm
on his
saying,
page.
but
I got
I'm
his
just
number,
trying to say
all
something
that.
bigger. I'm
I
trying to
feel
say
what you're
something bigger.
saying. I feel what you're saying,
I'm
bro. I'm
trying to
gonna
say,
let you go
but they
ahead.
don't see that.
Go
You know
ahead.
that, but they don't know that. So
That's
I'm
true.
just trying to say, they don't know that. Like I'm just trying to say, man. Don't downplay it, bro. You know, the more you downplay it, the more people build doubt in their mind. You know, that's why your cousin's on here. He seems like a pretty fucking stand-up guy. And I'm not gonna lie.
Hold
If I
on,
was
really
Sinetta's
quick. Hold
cousin,
that thought.
I'd be in that box right there talking that same exact fucking shit. And I'd be standing that same exact ground. So I'm not blaming this.
Hold that thought, bro. LB, you've got to be dumb as hell. You got to go do your research. Stop listening to Sinful the P. I've shown his court date where he was found guilty and all that. I showed him at parole hearings. I know what I'm talking about. This video has been up. The first original video went up in like 2008. I know what I'm talking about. You can always also shout out to Folks Alert on YouTube. He's exposed him too.
And I know niggas. I know how y'all have your locker room talks and stuff like that. I know y'all probably heard your boy say some shit that seemed a little bit shiesty, a little bit like funny and shit. And niggas don't check each other. We can't do it. And then y'all get mad at us for being too aggressive. Which one is it?
I'm just saying. Like when he said, "What are you going to do about it?" That kind of like made me think. Like, what do you mean? What she's going to do about it? She's sitting here talking about it. We're having the conversation. Nobody's gunning for Sinetta. Nobody's gunning for him, and nobody's gunning for anybody that really gets scrutinized on the internet. I understand. I'm on this live stream. I'm showing my face. I'm showing this couch. If a roach crawls up that wall, I fully understand that anybody watching this has the full right to fucking edit the video, save it in their phone, and then play it back a million times. I got a roach crawling up our wall, and I'm forever the roach nigga. I get that. I understand that. Being on the internet, that's why I cam up. I show niggas my face. I invite niggas to where I'm at. Because what I'm saying is it's all about being real. And when I was these people that we were watching, these people that we're so disappointed in right now. Me personally, I was watching them and they were feeding me knowledge. I felt it was helping me and it was growing my brain, helping me think outside of the box, expand my thought process about different religion, different things in life, and that expanded into astrophysics and past and beyond. I'm past the religion shit now. I'm on the other planets. I'm looking into other shit. Like that's what it helped me do that as a young black man. Instead of sitting and thinking about how I can make the next pack flip and how I can make sure this nigga don't catch me slipping, but I catch him slipping, and what gas station I need to pull up at, and it filled my brain with something else. With that content in my free time. All I'm saying is I'm disappointed in what that shit has become. And we're talking about it. And you shouldn't turn around and demonize the people that are just saying, hey, based on my perspective, I respect you. And what I see you doing right now, I feel like that shit is out of line. Can you please explain that? Oh, wow. And this other nigga did this shit 3 years ago. And this other nigga, why didn't you do nothing when I said this to you? What? We just asking you. I respect you. I'm asking you because I care about who you are as a person. I'm asking you. If I didn't care, I wouldn't ask you. I want to know this. Why am I met with so much negativity? Instead of just humility and grace. I understand you respect me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let you see this. Just like a parent does a child. I shouldn't have cussed in front of you. I shouldn't have had an argument with your mom like that in front of you. This is what it is. I know it looks like this, but this is what it is. What is wrong with that?
Because these niggas want to be
50-something-year-old man
and pharaohs and all this other exalted stuff. They can't just say, my bad, I was wrong. Let me check this and let me fix this whole situation. So I knew what time it was with POLIGHT, and he was still bringing him on his platform. Didn't he have an incident with POLIGHT? And he was still all buddy and chummy with him on his platform. Somebody in the comments said Sai would interview Iraq if it would give him a view. Is that the type of person you want to be known as?
Damn.
Is that the type of person you want to be known as a grown man? Your name don't mean nothing to you?
Clearly it don't, sister.
It's okay brothers, it's okay to take an L every once in a while. It's okay.
And could he have said something positive to maybe the victim? Like, if this comes out to be true, I'm not trying to doubt the victim. You know what I mean? Something to that accord. Because her mom and all of her family are probably watching. And what happens when he's found guilty and then you know what I mean.
And you know who else is watching? Polite's little daughter. I was
Yes,
thinking
that
about her
part.
last night. What could she possibly be going through? This girl is the same age as her.
And we're not gonna talk about that picture of his daughter and him in a towel. I don't care if it was two different pictures. Why are you showing your daughter off in that fashion on the internet? And is it appropriate for a man to put a picture of, you know, his daughter like that, and then in him in a towel in another picture? People were dragging Tommy Sotomayor about that same exact type of thing.
And as a person with the public, with the platform like that, when you commune with people that do shit like that, it's a cosign. It's automatically a cosign. Unless you specifically state otherwise. Look at Saneta's last interview with Polite. Look at how he was treating him.
Too good.
Damn, do we need to swab his mouth for DNA? Like, this shit was crazy.
And then when did Saneta find out about these charges? Did he know behind the scenes? Or, you know what I mean? Did he find out the same time as us? You really think that Saneta found out about this through Tasha K only? He didn't know about this from Polite or any other fashion before? Sister?
Of course he did. When you silent on something, that's still like you giving your stamp of approval. Like, you can't just be silent. You can't be a pillar for the community, but then silent on this type of shit. You can't have it both ways.
I feel you. How do the males feel about this? I don't want to exclude them. I know it got kind of hot in here. I get triggered. I'm not like, there is no way for me to show what I do with victims, because essentially I would be asking somebody that just got raped. They haven't even healed yet to come out with their story. Like, what am I going to video record?
I mean, I was watching.
You said
it's not completely off subject. I was watching a documentary about that guy that was raping all them gymnasts and Simone Biles and them.
Right.
One of his victims said to the court that for 10 years she was arguing with her parents. They kicked her out of the house. She wound up on drugs. It was like they were always telling her, "Oh, you need to apologize to that man. You accused him of molesting you. You need to go apologize to that man." It took 10 years later for them to find out that she was finally telling the truth. And you know what her father did? He killed himself. He committed suicide because he put his daughter through all that fuck shit for all them years. Nobody believed that girl.
Right.
That's a little extreme, but
and it's not a little extreme. It happens all the time.
I'm just saying,
man, it happens all the time.
But she asked about the male perspective, and I feel like, you know, the male perspective is important, but for males that aren't biased. I'm not biased. Like, and as a male, like I gave the example about me being around younger baby women. Any woman that can't drink alcohol is a baby to me. If the Supreme Court says she's not old enough to drink alcohol, she is a child to me. That's just how I look at it. Every man has it different. Every man has different upbringings. I'm not saying I didn't have the best upbringing, you know, and I'm not saying, you know, that men don't have certain desires. And the scariest thing for a person to say is I have a desire, but it's more powerful to admit that and be like, I don't fuck with that. That's not my thing. Blah, blah, blah. That's like being too intoxicated. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot of men that have been too drunk and was like, damn, I could take advantage of this girl. She's way drunker than me. And he like, damn, but she's just laying on that bed like she dead. That shit look weird. That feel weird. When you start feeling weird, like I ain't gonna fuck nothing like that. She's asleep. I'm gonna let them put the cover on this bitch. I'm going in the other room. And then this other men that's like, oh, she not moving. She definitely gonna let me fuck. That's where we need to fucking separate the shit.
And there's men
niggas that do that.
All the time.
Niggas that do that.
Let me just say this real quick because I've seen it a million times. And there's niggas that'll get up and leave the party like, yo, this nigga fucking that bitch up in the room. I'm out. Yep. Nobody would not even knock on the fucking door. Niggas will grab their phone and bounce.
That's what I'm saying. We need to separate the niggas from that do that and that do that. You have that choice. And people always want to take that free will from themselves when it's convenient. They want free will when they want to light the blunt. They want free will when they want to shoot another black man. They want free will when they want to nut in the bitch, not knowing how the fuck they gonna protect the baby. But they don't want free will when it's like, oh, you did some shit you shouldn't have done. Oh, that wasn't me. I was in a different state of mind, and I was going through some. It's not none of that when you doing the shit you want to do. But when some fuck shit come out, oh, then all this mental shit come into play. You know what I mean? What do they say? The measure of a person is what they do when nobody's seeing what they're doing. That's integrity.
Yep, that's facts.
We need to have a little bit more integrity. You see what I'm saying? I truly believe we need to have a little bit more integrity. Like, what the fuck are you really doing when the shit hit the fan? When it's crunch time? When it's really down to the wire? How you gonna react? And when these niggas go left, it's hard for them to admit because it's a shot to the pride. Like, damn, I know I did some fucked up shit. And then you can see signs of that. You know how they say the hit dog holler. And I think that's what people in the community is watching for. They're watching for the hit dog to holler. And the hit dog is hollering. They just screaming and yelling. And so everybody's like, oh guys, I see this. I see this. I'm making a video. I'm gonna show it's no decorum. It's no decorum. It's a complete it's like you're completely disregarding the young girl in this situation. And I understand it. It's like, instead of believing her a little bit and being wrong about this black man and being looking stupid for being wrong about this black man, I'm gonna go all the way on the other side of the spectrum and just say fuck everything she's saying, discredit it, so then I can come back and say, oh, I didn't know he was really a person like that. That's scary. I'd rather be on her side first, because whatever she's going through right now, I want her to understand that she got people on her side that's fucking with her. I'd rather take the risk of being wrong about her lying than
that part.
Take the risk on him. And
you know how many
as
other
a
girls that are
man,
being scared
wait,
right
hold on.
now?
I'm almost done. As a man, I'm going to say right now, I don't believe I would ever have myself in that position unless I make $1 billion for some reason and the Illuminati feels like I should die and they plant some evidence on me and they plant me as a pedophile. You know what I mean? In the small chance that happens, I'm going to take that risk to look like a hypocrite. I'll take that risk. You see what I'm saying? But I don't believe in my heart that I will ever do that to a young child. So I have no problem with speaking out on it and giving my real opinion, because that's the only way it could happen. The only way it can happen with me is if I make so much money, I piss off the right person, or I don't go to the right venue, or I don't want to go to this secret party and fuck this, my bad, or do things with this actress or actor, and they get mad about it and they set me up. That's the only way somebody's gonna be able to arrest me for having my semen on a child's clothing. That's the only way that's going to happen. So I'm 100% okay with speaking out on something like this. That's all I'm saying. And any other man is like that. That's all I'm saying from a man's perspective.
And I have two things to say. There's other little kids that are being abused watching this too, and watching how y'all are talking about this girl, and that are scared to come forward because of it. And even if Polite didn't sexually abuse her, what the fuck was he doing with her in the first place?
Right.
Why did he take her to another hotel? Do you hang out with 14-year-olds at that time of night? Do you take 14-year-olds to after parties?
Do I get them drunk? Hell no, none of that.
And this is stuff that he admitted. Even the stuff that he admitted in the deposition, in the statement, should have had y'all niggas looking at him like, yo, what the fuck? That shit is crazy.
I think OG and 10 Toes Down with the sleep.
How do you feel, 10 Toes Down?
I'm listening.
He went to sleep. Saneter over there feeding him grapes. Thank you for defending me, bro. He feeding them grapes. Thank you for defending me. I appreciate you, dog. He feeding them bonbons and grapes.
At the end of the day, no, I didn't hear you say anything for a long time.
Yeah, because I'm listening. I'm afraid to talk.
I was trying to open up a way for you to, hone in or whatever on the convo. I mean, I'm sure you're not just sitting up here for nothing. I'm not trying to ignore you just because I got into it with Saneter and them.
No, because I was shot down. I became part of that group. I became part of the
At the end of the
group.
day, do
But
I
listen,
really think that you are
let
cool
me
with
just say
that?
this.
No, but
Let me say
it's
this.
about
Let me just
what
say
you're
this to you. Let
saying
me say
in
this.
public.
Hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this to you. If you looked at my video, you would see that I said we got to start looking at the victim. Not only did I say look at the victim, I spoke about accountability. And I would play the devil's advocate. I would look at the whole picture rather than just be one-sided, because that's how we got to look at things in society today. So by me looking at it from the other side, right, does that make me guilty in saying that I agree with what's going on, or that the evidence is wrong, or that the evidence is right? I have a right to choose on what I believe in. So I just want to give you just a quick picture of a case that happened, right? And I judged these people. I judged everybody. And then I ran into them and I was going to do something to them, but I never did nothing to them. But now me and them are cool. The Central Park 5, right? Them young brothers who was accused of raping that woman. They had the semen, they had dragging, they had blood, they had everything. The police shot them down. President Trump said they should be castrated. For years, these brothers pleaded their innocence. They went to a trial, found guilty of a jury of their peers. They served their time. And then all these years later, found out that they didn't do it at all. A man admitted to doing it. It was his semen, his blood, and they set them up. Nobody went back to President Trump and said, you know what? What about what you said that was on the front page of that they should be castrated? Nobody said nothing to him. So I just say to those people, keep an open mind when it comes to this case. Not saying that he's guilty or not guilty, but
like it's factual. They ain't playing with that man.
Hold on,
they got
Queen.
Something
hold on,
on
Queen.
him.
Okay, listen, Queen. I understand that. But I just gave you a picture of it was factual. They had it on these boys and that they did it. And there's no way around it that you couldn't tell me that they didn't do it. I knew they did it. The
On
same thing with this case.
He always gonna be a predator to me. It's just what the state says.
Listen,
okay, so let me just ask you something, Queen. If they say he's not guilty, he didn't do it, the lady made it all up, and it wasn't his semen, or the semen was on her shirt, what would you say about that then?
What
if
the
they
fuck
found him
was he
not
doing
guilty?
with a child?
No, if they say he wasn't never with her, if it was all a lie. Let's say if it was. No, he never admitted that. No. He never admitted that. Can nobody bring out a police report to where Brother POLIGHT
not yet, because
anything?
the attorney got the police report, but he doesn't have the discovery. So everybody's sitting up here talking about there is no DNA evidence. They wouldn't even know that yet, as far as POLIGHT, because there is no discovery. You know what a discovery is. I know you do. Look, my baby daddy locked up in prison for murder and attempt. So
before we get a discovery,
I know all about. I've been to jail.
right?
I've been to
Before
prison.
there's
Like
a
it is what it
discovery,
is.
but
I know
before
all about
discovery,
it.
before any of that, right?
And I went to law school. Let's get it.
Before any of that come into play,
I know the process.
Before any of that, before any of that comes into play, right? You got to first go to court. You got to have a court date. He went to court already?
He going to court.
Did he go to court yet?
September 15th. Bro, there's COVID Queen, and all that. Y'all are using this time to play with shit.
Who?
Because a lot of people were like, well, why did it take them months to, find them guilty? I already put a video up on that. It's called This Is Why It Took Them So Long to Arrest Brother POLIGHT.
I'm just asking a question. That's all I'm doing.
No,
did he go to court?
Honestly, he didn't go to court, but he's been charged. I know the process. I go through trials, whole trials, 10 toes down. Whole trials, not even the lunch break, sidebar. We covering all that shit. This ain't new. And the fact that his bail was low, that don't mean shit to me. I've seen even lower for fucked up crimes.
And there's
Children are
limits
not
to how much they
protected.
can put for bail.
Tell me what the police
Exactly.
report said. Tell me what the police report said.
Did I say that I saw the police report?
No, but there's a police report. I don't care what. There has to be a police report because someone reported it to the police and gave a statement.
Is
Did
this the
anybody
first
see this?
48?
That's my question. Did anybody
Is this
see
the
this?
first 48? Is this going to be solved in an hour or not?
No, hold on. They don't have to be the first 48. Nothing. He got arrested. So there's a police report. In order to arrest him, you got to have a police report. You can't just go off assumption. There has to be a police report to go and put handcuffs on this man. What did the police report say?
If anyone has a copy of the police report, please put it in the chat.
There was never a police report.
Hold on, wait. He turned himself. Wait, hold on. He turned himself in.
He did.
All right. Okay.
They put out a warrant, and he turned himself in. What does that mean? He posted bond. That's the only reason why he's not in jail.
Oh wow.
$1,000 is not a lot.
He admitted,
brother, we're not here to bury this man. We're just looking at the facts, brother. You said, "Oh wow," I heard you say it on
so
your
you
breath.
said that he turned himself in. Okay, turned himself
Yeah,
in.
he did. Yeah,
he did.
Okay, he turned himself in.
He did.
There has to be a police report. Anybody hearing that
How
part right
would we
there?
have the police report right now? That's what you don't
Okay,
understand.
so then this is my question.
He got it when they locked him up.
Okay. The
So what do you
police
think
report.
happened?
Oh shit. The police report is what tells you the particulars of the case of what happened. Everything that you read now is pure speculation.
And we're
Ain't
dealing with
nothing actual fact.
speculation, just like we would in any other case that I've covered on my channels.
Okay, so let me just ask you about your channel and just the cases. You dealt with Brother Polite, right?
Yeah.
And you dealt with Sinful to P?
I'm talking about cases that are on TV. We don't even know these people. These people are not celebrities. I've exposed YouTubers on that and all that. But we really hone in on real fucked up shit that goes on in our communities that nobody's paying attention to. Have you ever seen Court TV? We literally sit here through the whole trial, day after day after day, going through real fucked up crimes that are real.
I don't sit and watch TV. I go to the courtroom itself and sit
I like
in
to
the
go
courtroom.
to the courtroom too, but I can't bring all of my chat room to the courtroom.
I don't care about the chat room. I'm just talking
So
about
I bring them there that
court.
way. Okay.
But I'm just talking about court. I'm just talking about me and what I do. I don't know about everything else. I'm talking about me when I was in the mix dealing with pedophiles.
Listen,
I had to counsel pedophiles.
I
was a counselor. I had to deal with them.
do too. You don't even know anything about me. You're asking me about
I'm not
my
talking
channel.
about you. I'm just telling you about me. I'm not talking about you.
Report, Brother Polite, whose real name is Michael Nowak Jr., received permission from his girlfriend to take the alleged victim to an after party at a Miami club. That alone is problematic.
That's not a police report. That's not the police report.
After realizing the club was closed, he took the teen to his hotel.
That's not the police report, sister.
With the girl's mother.
Sis, that's not a police report.
Is in the crime. The police report is in the news crime thing.
No, that's not the police report.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Reportedly gave his girlfriend's daughter alcohol before dancing with her and then touching her breast and her thigh buttocks. Later, the motivational speaker and author allegedly tried forcing the teen to perform oral sex.
You see why they use that word allegedly? You see why they said
because
allegedly?
They don't know for sure.
Okay.
When did they use allegedly?
So that's all I'm trying to show. That's
so
all
we're
I'm trying to
not
say.
bound to that though. We're not bound to that. You're not going to tell no victim to wait and talk about it. You're not going to tell nobody that is fighting against this to wait and talk about shit. Now, if that's what Saneter wants to do, fine. But I also
No, that's not what Saneter wants to do.
I supported Saneter on my channels. So I'm just clearing my motherfucking name as this is why I'm looking at them. This is why I don't fuck with them at this time. It's not to say that me and Saneter, whoever in the fuck don't like me, can't mend shit. But right now, I'm passionate about this motherfucking case just like I would any other. I done lost sleep behind this shit. I done cried about this shit.
The police
Okay, I
report. This is
understand that. That's
Not his
understanding,
case,
right?
other cases.
And
listen.
okay,
And
and guess what?
national
I got a
news.
whole bunch of other cases you can be compassionate about that I
I
can
do
give to you.
too. I do
Put them
too.
on
No,
the
I'm just
But
telling
table.
yeah,
you
We'll
send
look
them
at
to
them.
that
me.
We'll
Send
look
them
at
to
them.
me, please.
We'll all
But
review them
are you
together
just
on
saying
live.
that just so I get off their ass?
and
Because
that's
I'll
what I
juggle
said
all of
on
it.
my channel. I said y'all could call in when I go live, right? And I want to talk about not only Polite's case, but I want to speak about everybody's case. All the other stars and people who are not stars, from Sylvester Stallone. We're gonna talk about the white people too. Let's not just talk about our people in our community,
I've done that
because they
too. What are
got
you
them too
talking
who lure
about?
kids to them, that take them and do trafficking, which is
I've
one of the
talked about
biggest
all of
crimes
that.
in
I think
America.
y'all really need to go do your research on my channel. I've
No,
exposed the
but
elite. I've
I don't
exposed
know who
all
you
of
are,
that.
sister. The only reason why I learned about you is
Okay,
I
then
just
do
happened to look
that
on my
before you
phone
just
and
waste
heard the
my
brother
time
say
throwing
something.
that out. And that's something I've already done. I've done it
But if I'm
to
putting
the 10th
something out
degree.
there in
The
reference
fuck?
to work that you're doing, but I don't know you doing it, why take offense to it?
Because you're wasting my time by saying that. But you were
How am
quick
I
to
wasting
hit
your
my link
time by
to
putting it
cape
out
for
there? I don't
another
know the
nigga
work you do.
that couldn't
Like, you don't
man
know the
up
work that I
to
do.
being questioned. I mean, before I go fucking with, well, look, when Saneter begged me to be on his channel, right, about molestation, I was already talking about
He begged you?
molestation. Basically, he came in my chat several times and asked me if that makes it feel a little better to you. But he asked me to come on his channel. And for a while, I didn't even see it because my live streams are long. We're not just sitting there for 10, 15 minutes. I'm not just uploading somebody else's work. No, I'm going through it. I've had videos stricken down that y'all can't even see no more, channels removed for exposing shit like this. You can't come up on my shit and tell me nothing. Nor can Saneter. Because I've definitely done, maybe not in, I haven't been here 8 years, but he telling me, get out the house like he know my every move and shit. What, niggas is watching my house? The fuck out of here. He left. I didn't kick him out. He left. Niggas know what the fuck it is, bro. Niggas
Like
sitting
the
up here
cops is
fucking
just
playing
gonna
all these
go.
hoe ass games. Go ahead,
Like,
sister.
like the cops is gonna go through all this with no record, no, and leave no record, not take any statements. Like what are you talking about? Where's the police record? Are you kidding me?
For real.
Wait, look, I mean, to be honest, it's a lot of layers to it. But I'm on the side of, you know, like I just try to put myself in the people's shoes, and when I put myself in the shoes of a man that was accused of this, I'm like, yeah, man, that fucking sucks, bro. You need to fucking fall back, and you need to fucking gather your shit and see how you going to address people because they really believe this shit. You need to, you know, not clear your name because it's not legal, but just at least talk to people, because give a fuck about the people who think something about you, because you built your whole career on these people. You built your whole career on these people that believed in you. You built your whole career on that, and all of that can be tarnished in a moment, and they can stop that from happening. So you should at least have the compassion to say, hey, the people that give a fuck, the people that really give a fuck, the people that really believe in me, look, it looks ugly, man. But I'm sorry I got myself in this position. I'm gonna do whatever I can. You know, you know, just palms open, just completely humble. We didn't see that.
We saw Rolls
And
Royce
with these
diaries
and with
and
these
niggas
men,
about to go to the club.
and it's a cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance means that you have two conflicting thoughts in your mind that are constantly battling, so you're always like never balanced. You have a man that's saying the black woman is God, and then you have a people that are saying, that are accusing you of defiling a younger black woman in the worst way, before her prime, before she knows what she wants. You force something upon her. You're fighting that allegation. And you don't have the compassion after making your millions off of saying the black woman is God. You don't have enough compassion to at least come out and say, look, I don't know what's going on. She's young. Anyone that does something like that to a young girl like that, you know, is a fucked up person. You know, whatever she's saying, believe it, and I can just, you know, let the judicial system do what it does. You don't come out with an ugly ass, goofy ass red hat on and a fucking Rolls Royce and say, I have good lawyers.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying as a man. And niggas is finding that real hard to grasp. And that's really getting on my fucking nerves. For real.
We do got to look at that video. I'm gonna drop it for now for a second. Tree been wanting us to look at I do wanna. Okay, can you guys hear my audio good? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good. I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna share this video and then we can go back to convo. But I do want to do that because he didn't send it to me for nothing. He said first 9 minutes, so I'm gonna play it. Wait, where's the okay? Now this is a video that's been
Peace to the family.
old. This is old. So.
Let's try this. I want to make sure that everything is good. I want to make sure that we back on. I want to make sure it all makes sense before we get the ball rolling. So talk to me. How we looking right now? How do we look?
This man has spoken in front of thousands of people for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and he doesn't know how his webcam
In the
looks.
damn pills. A lot of sugar in the pills. I want to make sure before.
Is that him or?
It's pretty bad. No, it's pretty bad internet in federal prison. That's all. Let me stop making jokes.
Hold on.
And this is not.
Listen.
I can understand. Listen, I can understand like the apprehension of his fans if this was his first time in some shit like this, but this is not his first or his second or his third. And you know what
Listen.
happens with guys like this when they get away with stuff? They get bolder. How old were most of us when we saw that R. Kelly tape?
I was
Look how
11.
old we got.
No, that was
Exactly.
too young. That was too young. I was 16.
Kids is home on every
16.
damn
That was too young.
day.
I was 16. I lied. I
He
was
just got
16.
bolder. I was about 13 or like
Y'all can hear
11.
me now?
Yeah, we can hear you before.
Okay. Oh, it was fucking up on my end. Go ahead. Play the first 9 minutes.
There we go. Fake. Man, they ain't come out and disrespect you. Today. I mean, ever since the they be pills, 6 pills to see to pills.
I thought about calming down to make it go faster.
On talk.
Damn, it's fucking.
And the main issue that I have is that these brothers have the issue. They gotta first call me first, because that's what we do. You're gonna understand. Now on the surface,
I'm gonna step down, Queen. Maybe it's something
roll
to
up
do
in the
with
room,
all this
pull
stuff.
each other by the
I'll be
shirt.
in
Yo,
the
what's
chat.
good, man? Yo, this is what it is. We solve all of that before the community can get involved with anything. The brothers get involved with each other.
I mean, it sounds like he's talking some shit. Maybe you could lower the quality. Maybe that'll work. Let me see if it'll work on mine. What's this fucking video? Polite response to his brothers, the red and blue pill H.O.K. reunion. All right.
All right. All right. So I'm just gonna drop the link. I'm just gonna have to grab that in the video and see what's going on or whatever, because I'm on my iMac and I got a lot of shit on here and all that right now, but I'm not on my other computer and shit. So there's the link again if anybody wants to come back up. But I'm just saying, like, this whole shit is out of control at this point, and I'm not at Saneter like, nigga, fuck you and your platform. If that's what happens, like, you come fucking with me and mines, then it is what it is. I'm gonna play dirty as fuck. But at this point, I am holding you responsible for fucking with several motherfuckers on your platform, supporting them and all that are fucked up. They're frauds, scammers, pedophiles, child molesters, hebophiles, ephebophiles. And for you to come out here and talk about what you should get out the house and fight for real. Like, I'm just sitting behind some fucking computer all day, bumping my gums, nigga. You got me fucked up. And you know that, Saneter, on some real ass shit. Cause me and you have talked in the back. We've talked in real life. The fuck? But I'm gonna let you see. I'm gonna see how you want to play this shit. But I can get ugly as fuck. I'm going to hold you responsible for what the fuck you said and what the fuck you did in this motherfucking situation, period, point blank. And just because I don't agree with you does not mean that it's okay for you to come on my platform and disrespect me and shit like that. From jump, when you were in my comment section today, you were disrespectful as fuck. If I had come in your shit and said that to you in your shit, in your chat, I would have been blocked. So I don't want to hear that shit. Everybody got to kiss your ass and all that. Nigga, you ain't, like, it ain't that serious for me, bruh. I fight this shit not when it's just trending. I'm fighting this shit all fucking time, whenever. On YouTube and off of YouTube. And I actually get out the house a lot. I wish I had more time to be home. For y'all. I'm here for the victims. That little girl has feelings. And I'm hearing all this crazy shit. She wanted it. You know, all this weird shit. Just like how Saneter, when he was up here, he was ready to say whatever to get on my nerves, to get a reaction from me. Out him debate me, that's my fault. But I'm real passionate about what I do, and ain't no motherfucker gonna be sitting up here acting like, you know what I mean? If you don't know, you better get acquainted with it. Period. That's what I will say. This shit ain't for play. I talk about this shit when I have 13 people in my chat or more. Period. If that's the topic, that's the topic. I'm not over here just dragging motherfuckers. I got some videos dragging motherfuckers. I have no reason besides what I presented in my videos and all that, in the videos that I've also shared. Shout out to those YouTubers for speaking out. I have no other interest in bringing him down besides the fact the P was not in prison. You a motherfucking lie. I've done videos on that already. I fight for victims, whether they're known to the public or whatever, like if they're connected to a celebrity or not. Little children that don't have voices. And when I'm out in the street in my real life dealing with other survivors and victims and shit, how in the fuck am I gonna record a victim like that? Like, she just gonna come out, you know what I mean, and say, oh, I was raped, I was molested, and now, you know what I mean, I'm throwing a camera in her face, asking her to disclose what? Like, does that really make sense? Y'all can argue that shit with all these other people. I don't give a fuck. If they're not really out here fighting for this on a normal basis when they on they shit, do what you do. But fucking with me on this, I don't know where you think you get off at. I'm not shutting up. I've been getting death threats and all that, and it's only made me go harder. I would literally take a week off of work just to do this. Fuck with me, nigga. What's good, Miss Meat? I love you. Unmute, Miss Meat.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's good,
Yeah,
babe?
I'm muted because you was talking.
I'm
not
sorry. I was yelling and shit.
No. I mean, I was listening on my way from work. Actually, me and my husband both was listening because he was like, "What the hell is a hebophile?" when he got in the car, because that's what you was talking about. So I
Yeah.
explained that to him, but I just want to say this. Okay, I'm not speaking on Saneter or none of them. I don't give a
Right.
shit. I don't watch them. But this case happened in February.
Uh-huh.
Okay, it first happened in February. That's when it happened. Okay, they made the report. Okay, they was doing an investigation. We all know COVID, and this didn't even have nothing to do with COVID because it only took them 6 months to indict him. When his DNA was found on this girl, this is when they put the warrant. I don't know why people who don't, like me and you both put court cases up. Why y'all don't? It don't take 30 days.
Facts.
Like
You
shit
definitely
like this
do.
take time.
Yes.
Okay. So when the DNA came back, it was his. Now this is what I'm saying here. Why, if they're saying the mama set him up, why we didn't hear from her in February? Why she ain't blasted his ass? If all of this was for attention or she was trying to set him up, this lady would have said something. This lady has not said nothing then, and she still has not said nothing now. You know why? Because she was letting the police work. She was letting the court case work.
Exactly,
This
which she
lady,
should.
she let this shit play out. She still hasn't said anything to anybody. So if she was going to set him up or do anything, she would have came out and said something. No one knew about this. And now, as far as the police report, it's out there. 100,000 YouTubers done pulled up the actual report. What the fuck are y'all not looking at?
Nah, they talking about the police report, not the court papers. I guess that's not enough.
Okay, well, anyway.
But the news clip wasn't enough either.
Right. But his DNA, this is why they put the warrant out. This is why he went back to Miami and turned himself in. Because they was not playing with him. Your DNA was found. You come turn yourself in and you go to fucking jail. $50,000 bond. This is the way they do rape victims, pedophiles and everybody. Y'all acting like this shit is new. It's not new. People get off on this shit all the time. Duh.
Right.
Now we're supposed to wait for the court case, right? So just say he get off like every other pedophile who been getting off. So we still not supposed to believe it. Man, y'all need to go head on with all that.
Exactly.
Like for real. Your DNA was all over that girl. That damn mama didn't get your damn sperm and put it all over her 14-daughter face. Stop it. This is some silly
they trying
shit
it
going on.
Girl, I guess allegedly, POLIGHT said they use fake sperm.
Of course he gonna say that.
I was dead.
Why
Like
wouldn't he?
when I found out about it, I was dead. I almost fell out on the ground.
Why wouldn't he? I mean, like if I was him, I would too. But I'm gonna say this last thing.
Go ahead, baby.
Because
I'm sorry. I know you.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say is this. Y'all can believe what y'all want to believe, but y'all know for a fact. People get off on this shit. They don't give a fuck about women being raped. They obviously don't give a fuck about teenagers being raped or kids unless it's one of theirs. Would you, I'm going to ask this question to every man who keeps saying, let's wait. Because that's all I hear say, let's wait. Let's wait. If it was your daughter, would you wait? Hell no. You'll go kill that
Some of
nigga.
them said yes. And that made me want to throw up. Some men
No,
said,
that's what I'm saying. The men are saying that. Oh, they saying that
my
if
bad.
it was their daughter,
that they would wait.
No, they wouldn't. They a goddamn lie.
Girl, I almost fell out about that too.
Girl, they a damn lie. If your daughter walked in, if your 14-year-old daughter walked in the house with her mouth swole, drunk, intoxicated, said this motherfucker just did this, even if she lied who did it, he gonna die, and then the daddy gonna face consequences later. Stop it. Unless you're into that type of shit. Point blank. This is ridiculous. The man's DNA was found on her. Whether he get off or not, how the fuck did your DNA get all over 6 different spots? Girl, bye. These men, some of these men, I'm not going to say all of them. Apparently, they want to say, don't believe the victim at all. Let's wait for the judge to say what it is. When we know some judges are in on this shit too. Facts.
That part.
So I just had enough to say
Prosecutors,
that.
attorneys. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
I know that you got a lot
I'm
to do. I miss
listen,
you.
like me.
I
Yeah, I
miss
miss you
you.
too. But that shit had me pissed. I was like, what the? Let's wait. Wait, is there a girl? Like, stop it. Like, how many kids? I'm not even putting no color on it. How many victims are out here did not get justice? Are y'all fucking serious right now?
Right.
And I want to agree with Hudson on one thing. All of us has been some kind of way assaulted, even if it was a whistle by an older man. Don't you tell me, as a young woman growing up, especially if you was a fine young woman or a cute young woman in their eyes, they done whistled at you, they done said some inappropriate shit, or they tried to holler at you as a young girl. She did not lie about that. Can't no man, that man said, how do you know you're not a fucking woman. I'm not going to speak on what a man been through, just like you can't speak on what a fucking woman been through. You cannot speak on that as a man. That's ridiculous.
Facts.
That's some bullshit. And they need to stop it.
I agree, baby. I agree.
All right. I'll holler at y'all. I'm in the
Much
comments, though.
love. Much
Too.
love. Thank you for
All right,
being
Royal
here.
Family. Hey,
Much love.
Concealed. My sister from another mister.
Much love.
It was powerful.
Yeah, it was good. Shout out to Wow Wow. It's deeper than we all know. H.O.K. Click no in-depth Enki and Saneter maybe more, you know what I'm saying, involved in this shit. I don't want to forget about, there was another one. They are all Freemasons. Facts. Because I sent Saneter a picture of my dad in his Freemason shit, and he was like, to that brother, I said, what's up? Saneter, let me tell you something. My dad don't support you, and none of the Masons do out here after this shit. Watch this. Watch this. Period. All the other people around my local neighborhood that I put onto your channel, watch this. Watch this. The fuck? And even if it's a handful of them, it's more than a little bit. It's more than just one. You better be thankful of your motherfucking platform and understand what we're saying. That's why it feels like we're attacking you, because we're speaking facts. Go ahead, bro.
Nothing, man. I'm just angry that I was angry initially that more black men come out against black men for shit, but when some shit like this happened, everybody's silent. That just kind of got on my nerves a little bit. So I just felt like, let me jump in there and see what the fuck is going on. And it was just bothering me a little. It's going to continue to bother me, I think, if it keeps going like that, because it's no reason why an entire community of people could come down on a woman to get her kids taken away, but when a 14-year-old says that she was raped by a member in a prominent black community, the same amount of men don't come out in droves to speak about it. So it's the hypocrisy for me.
Definitely. And R. Kelly, he ain't, like, I ain't played his music since that shit came out. If I hear his shit, that shit is going off. It's going on mute until that song is done or whatever. I don't support that. I don't support it on any level. I can make my own music. Fuck do I need to listen to a pedophile? That's why I don't listen to a lot of these artists, because they involved in that. If it ain't one agenda, it's another. I've exposed even the correlation between LGBT, some members of LGBT, and them trying to turn out are not, you know what I mean, even teenagers yet. So I'm finna go hard in the paint in any situation, on or off, or whoever it is. Like, it doesn't matter if Michael Jackson came back up from the grave. I'd be talking about his ass too. I'm not talking about R. Kelly because I just haven't gotten there. I've dealt with a lot. And let's also remember, Saneter pushed me to the side. The only reason why I don't have a wrench there on his channel no more is because my brother died in November. And I guess I wasn't popping up in his chat or whatever, wasn't sharing. I wasn't even on my platform. I had to heal. So he basically was like, fuck me. And Nepal got all up, in his head or whatever. And hello?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I don't know. This shit is retarded. I thought my audio fucked up. That's why I said hello. Cause
No,
like,
I'm just saying, like, the shit go in waves, bro. It go in waves, like depending on who watch and who don't. It go in waves, like, and when and some people think, when that wave peaks, like there's always some kind of agenda. You know what I mean? Like, the
refresh really
topic is
quick.
the
Go ahead,
topic.
bro. I'm gonna
The
refresh
topic is
really quick.
all right. What I was saying is the topic is the topic. You see what I'm saying? Like, um, it's a certain amount of time that people got to, like, if people are constantly trying to put themselves in a position to be in some fucked up shit, and they're the type of person that's going to constantly be in it. But it's like, this is one of them lanes where nobody gives a fuck unless it's a prominent member of somebody's society that's being accused of something. When it comes to most of these subjects, when it comes to someone being murdered or someone being molested, nobody gives a fuck unless it's a white family that has a lot of money and they're looking for Stacy, and they spent $2.57 million over the course of 2 years looking for her in the woods, when her uncle had her in the attic of the family home the whole fucking time. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It's either money or prominence that sheds light on a lot of these situations, and it just happens to be that in this particular situation with this young black girl, it is a person of the prominent conscious community, and a lot of black people's minds want to go to, oh, it's a conspiracy, they're setting them up. What if they're trying to take him down? Let's just look at that part. If he's being set up, because I know a lot of conspiracy theorists are leaning towards that. Like, oh, the only way you can say a 14-year-old girl wanted that is if you make yourself believe that he's being set up. So let's go with that. They're trying to set up a man that does what? The powers that be are trying to stop what? They're trying to stop your community from being better. How is Polite and what he's doing in his lifestyle right now making the black community better? If that's their intentions to stop him from doing that, okay, let's stop. Let's say they're trying to stop Polite from making black people enfranchise themselves and get into business and fix their credit and make more money. We have no testimonies of black people saying that Polite helped me get into the same mansion he lives in or lives in Hollywood like he does. But we do have testimonies of people saying that he stole my fucking money.
Right.
So what is the motive of him being set up? What do the evil people get out of taking him down? If anything, they need him. If anything, they like what he's doing.
Exactly.
So let's take that conspiracy theory he's being set up shit out of the window because no one has any reason to try to take him down because he's not doing anything positive for black people. Anyway. This shit's fucking up, man.
It's fucking up bad. I'm back. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I am on my iMac. I don't know if y'all can hear me right now. This shit is stupid. Can y'all hear me? I don't know. This shit janky as hell. That's why I like to go live the way that I normally go live, but I can't have a panel and we have way less issues with that. But my computer does all the work. I'm on my iMac right now and there's a lot of files on here. But I couldn't, like I said, when I go live on my other channel, it does, I mean, my other computer, it does that as well because I have two monitors, I think. I don't know. I'll look into it, but y'all know that this little janky platform, those that support me is not what I be on. Normally I'm on a thing, but I do like to do panels and I did want to come and talk about this. In reality, I understand, you know, I mean, I can't control Saneter's what he wants to do in real life, how he wants to handle this, but what I can control is what I do on my platform, and I needed to distance myself from him regardless because this is his stance on it. Essentially, to me, he's telling anybody that is a victim or, you know what I mean, this victim that he really doesn't care. And, you know, I just don't know. This whole shit is just out of control, but I really don't give a fuck, Saneter. Ain't no fear in my heart, period. I'll stand on your neck or whoever's neck the fuck that I want to, whenever I want to, in whatever type of situation. Sinful the P is a predator. You support him. He's been convicted. He went to prison. I showed his parole hearing shit. I know what I'm talking about. I deal with these topics on and off of YouTube. Who are you to tell me anything? You talking about I need to record it or I should show it? How am I going to show working with victims? Does that make sense to you? I'm just saying, like, this is no clout chase shit. I'm here talking about this regardless, when there's people in here, when there's not. And I will stand on this case and any other case that's brought to me, but I'm only one person. I don't got people working for me like that. Nobody assists me. Nobody, you know what I mean? I don't have a co-host, none of that shit. Saneter, you got all that and you can't even juggle what you supposed to juggle. You can't even vet the people that are on your page, your channel. And you did support Nature Boy. You have had Bashir up there even after you know that he's a predator. He had said that the Bible says, and it's okay with him to have sex with little girls once they started their period. That is a predator. And I don't need charges to look at somebody like a predator in reality. Shit that they've said or, you know, a history like Refresh again. This shit's so damn janky right now. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you hear me. Put a 1 or something like that. I don't know. Type something. But this shit's so damn janky. What's good? The Comment King. Shout out to the Comment King. I know that a lot of people probably are not gonna like what I'm doing, but I'm finna do what I need to do. I support everybody else in what they're doing, and I'm not even asking for nobody to support me. If you don't want to support me, fine, cool. They probably are trying to flag me. But if y'all don't want to support me, cool. I'll go ahead on doing what I'm doing. But I'm not finna get off their neck just because people don't like what I'm saying. I'm thinking about that victim. The last 2 days, I probably got and be facts. Is my sound fucking up again? Damn, can I get my fucking opinion out? Why do they do this shit? Like, granted, my shit ain't hooked up to the Ethernet, but come on, half these motherfuckers on YouTube shit ain't connected to the internet. Don't get me started. Anyway, I've been shadow banned, all that. So nobody is going to tell me shit, and definitely not no Saneter. And I seen how, and he was trying to antagonize me. He was trying to get a reaction out of me. But when all you doing is talking about religion. You talking about religion every day. I'm talking about what matters to me. Just like Question Everything. I'm finna get off of here because this shit crazy. But Question Everything is talking about what matters to him. Or the Comment King is talking about what matters to him. Great. Cool. I don't run Saneter's platform. But for myself and the people that subscribe and follow me and respect me on a real level on and off this bitch, I had to make sure that I was speaking up about how he was being silent. And I'm going to continue to look into it. So I'm on your ass. You disrespected my mother. You disrespected me only because I don't agree with you. Y'all, I'm gone. I don't even know if this shit is picking up my voice. Like, this shit is crazy as hell. Anyway, I'm finna get up out this bitch. It is what it is. Shout out to those that support me. Shout out to those that rode with me this whole live stream. Yes, we've been here for 3 hours and 16 minutes. Shout out to everybody that came on this panel, even the niggas that I don't fuck with right now. Shout out to them, because I wish no bad upon them, but don't stop me from doing shit that I'm doing. And I think Comment King had spoke on it a lot. I think that something that he had said and some things that I had already put together, as well as people's comments in the comment section. If I didn't post your comment, that don't mean I didn't read it. I seen it. Okay? I know what's going on. Anyway, I'm going to get up out of here. Much love, y'all. I'm going to clear my energy, sage myself, smoke me a fat ass blunt, chill with my kids, spend time with my king, and I'll be back at y'all tomorrow. Stay you, stay royal, stay uncompromisable. Stay woke, because I will see you in another live stream. Bye-bye, y'all. Hit that like button. That shit's free. Shout out to those that did donate, though. Much love.